Everyone, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have
Cassandra playing Miku and Tempest, the Arctic Druid Storm Herald.
Carlos playing Samandriel, the Asimar Knowledge Cleric / Ranger.
Eric playing Rothgar Brittledorn, the Dragonborn Barbarian Gentleman.
Cole playing Tesla, the Warforged Artificer.
Matthew playing Loravos, the High Elf Blood Mage.
Excuse me, and I'm Megan playing Captain Madeline O'Han, the Human Swashbuckler.
All right, guys. Welcome to Disasters in Danger. So, a couple of quick announcements. Do we have anything fun going on? Well, we've got Disasters coming back on Wednesday. We've got more Shadowrun happening on Friday. Gloomhaven continues on the Saturdays. I'm going to try to bribe people to come in and play Gloomhaven. Because, not yet. Eric's still around for now, but he's going to be at HHN.
Okay. That was...
Yes,
Not
yet. Eric's around for now.
That's the
The other Eric.
I will not be at HHN because I'm terrified of HHN.
Yeah.
I don't do scary stuff either.
Yeah.
Movies? I love a movie. Scary movie? Watch it all
Scary
day.
and being
Hard pass.
scared.
I went to Mickey's Not So Scared. I was like, oh, baby, no.
That's the whole point of it.
You know
Is that
what?
it's not scary.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna take you.
No.
We're gonna go. Yep, you're gonna face your fears. I'll make you feel better about yourself, I promise. I am the goth horror queen, but when it comes to like stuff that like jumps out at you, I'm one of those ones where they're like, yes, this one we're gonna get. Because I
There she
scream,
is.
I laugh, I clap, I'm like, yes, you're great! I scream. People go with me just to watch me, and I'm not being on that one. So if you want to not be scared anymore, because that memory will make you not scared of haunted houses, because I am so bad at them.
We can record it. Air it.
So we've got all of those wonderful fun things happening. Is it next week? The week after? It's week after we're doing World of Warcraft.
On the 27th, right?
27th, 26th.
Yes.
Yes.
I've planned for it
The
entirely.
27th.
Yeah, what is it?
World of
I
Warcraft.
didn't fucking know. When did this get decided?
We talked about it.
Was I present?
Yes.
Yeah.
You were.
Well, to be fair, it's about as much as we talk about anything scheduling wise.
Oh, so Matthew said, can the 27th work? And Cody said, good for me.
And nobody else replied.
And
so,
that was the end of the
yes.
conversation.
There you go.
That's when it was solidified.
and everyone else said, most Tuesdays can work.
Including the DM didn't
They-
respond to the
they-
27th?
because they said, most Tuesdays can work.
You are officially part of the problem. Okay?
I just decided right now. See, but I'm helping. I'm helping us know what day because
But if I wasn't here, I wouldn't have heard about it.
If
I happen to be standing there outside. You wouldn't have fucking told me. I'm going upstairs.
You would have fucking told me.
This is what happens when you leave me on my own. I just make decisions.
It's just foul.
I don't know, guys. We're going to do some more fun shows. I want to do another one shot. It's been a while since we've had them. We had super busy June, super busy July. August got slow on us, and I'm itching to do something else. So we will find a chance maybe next week. If you have ideas for games or one shots or things that you would like to see us play, please let us know in the chat. Join us on the Discord. All of those fun things. If you're I honestly didn't hear what you said.
Oh, it was kind of more like the tipsy one shot.
That is not on Twitch.
That is a
That's
YouTube
my-
exclusive.
That is YouTube.
I know, that's why I whispered it.
So we've got
Ooh, Twilight Zone one shot. Sorry.
we've got those things. Yeah, that's kind of our week going on there. Podcast. How's the podcast going?
The episode's done. Just waiting on the previously on, and it'll be up.
Great. We will get you a previously on.
Yep.
So then we're up to episode 3.
Episode 3.
Yes.
But if you're not caught up, you can go to Castbox, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, and sorry.
What?
Really fast.
What's the last one?
I don't remember.
And another place. You can
Any place you can find a podcast, you can find us.
And if you don't find us, let us know. We'll try to get on there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
Episode 3 is really funny.
Yeah.
So we get to meet the clown.
Guthrie.
Guthrie.
I remember that. I also remember you all panicking when Katerina stole
The
the
gun?
officer's gun.
Yep.
Everybody went.
I was there for that.
In the fort full of soldiers with guns trained on us, yes,
Yeah.
we
I
were
was
panicking.
there for that one.
Yes, you were, Rob.
Yeah. Cole's like, this is terrible. Why am I participatory in this? That's terrifying.
That was
It
that
was
was the best
horrifying.
moment. She's like, I stealed the gun. Why?
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
Why are you making things worse?
Guthrie couldn't shoot an apple,
That's true.
couldn't
Oh,
shoot anything. It's
No.
funny.
No.
So it's a good episode.
that's a good episode.
All right. Well, let's get into tonight's adventure. Unless there's any other announcements. Shows, anybody working on something? You have a podcast, Cole. Would you like to give it a shout out?
Yes. Despite the fact that I've been dark for, like a month and a half, because life is
Life.
life. I have just edited about 5 episodes worth of content. So I just need to get off my butt and record the intros.
The editor and me
Nice.
acknowledges the editor and you.
Yes.
Working.
And as soon as I record the intros,
The non-recording intro artist in me recognizes the non-recording intro artist
thank you.
in you
Thank you.
as well.
Record a stay.
Those should be up soon for Random Acts of Awesomeness. Talk about sports, nerd stuff. So we should be getting back in the groove pretty soon now. Just school is punching me in the stomach on a regular basis. But I promise you, stuff's in the can.
Nice. And Eric, you guys got something coming up, don't you?
Yeah, in a couple of weeks, Dragon Con. If you're
Ooh.
going to
going.
Dragon Con, Geekapella, a nerdy acapella group that I am part of, is going to be performing there. So stop by. We'll have games panels and we will have singing panels. It's going to be a great time. Be sure to stop by. And yeah, Geekapella with 1 P because we don't need the second.
There you go.
I will
Sounds good.
definitely come see you.
I won't.
Oh, mother-
Oh,
I know.
Yeah.
I have to work. Like you.
what the fuck?
I tell you.
Shame.
Gross.
All right, guys. Here we go.
Consumerism.
Our adventure takes place in and around the continent of Rodom. It is a continent dominated by the Albrechtian Empire, an empire that is under secret siege as doppelgangers aligned with a maleficent celestial body known as the Lunacy have replaced their emperor, Don Dorian of the Black Gem, leader of the Rockhawk Legion, the bringer of law and queller of chaos, with their own cabal of doppelgangers. To combat this, our heroes, revolutionaries, have unified heroes of old, known as Hal's Victors. And following that daring escape from the flying prison fortress known as Dreadhold, the team has decided, under Hal's strong recommendation, that while the victors begin their search for Don Dorian, the others take the time and opportunity to get themselves right, to pursue personal quests and vendettas, to train, to develop, and to do some soul searching, allowing all those that were not committed to the cause the opportunity to truly make that assessment. And so we skip from the first of Numenera to the first of Dusk. Or rather, we would if Lorvas had been here sooner, but that's okay. Let's talk to Lorvas. You've got a bunch of downtime.
I do have an actual fuck ton of downtime.
All
So I
Not quite the record.
not
One
quite the record, but
I think the record sits at
Just
11 months.
so I think something like that.
11, it was 11 or 13 months.
Yeah.
It was 11.
Yeah. It was
Um,
11.
with
Real
our-
life months or
With
Huh?
real
our
life months?
No.
with our like time
Fantasy
skip,
months.
it's 7. But I have 3 months of downtime,
Okay.
which means lots of languages.
Yeah?
Probably.
How many
because that's
languages
all I
are
do.
left?
I'm not 100% sure yet
Okay.
at this
You're
point.
Chris and Andrew again.
You
Um,
haven't.
so I
Nerd time.
first I'm going to spend 8 weeks finishing off both Celestial and Giant
Okay.
because I have 1 of each, and I
Okay.
only need 5
I have a
in
question
order
with that
to learn
learning giant.
languages.
Is
What's
it
good?
like all giant, or do you do like frost giant, like fire giant, or is it just common?
I mean,
giant?
it's kind of like learning.
Primordial, and then you know the dialects.
Yeah, well, I mean, like in real life applications, it's kind of like learning Spanish and
Okay.
then knowing Spain Spanish versus Mexico
Caribbean.
Spanish
Okay.
versus like
Puerto Rican.
Oh,
Spanish
yeah, Puerto
versus
Rican.
Chile.
exactly
Yeah.
like it's kind of like you learn the generals.
Puerto Ricans, you know you don't speak Spanish.
Oh, we speak Obonics and Spanish.
Yeah.
They just
I'm
speak
Puerto
the-
Rican, by the way.
That's fine. Yeah.
You guys just speak the
And-
first
oh,
half
and-
of Spanish.
Oh, I
you-
know how we speak.
And New Yorkers speak different than island.
Oh, I'm
Puerto
island.
You are?
I was born in that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I apologize. Got on the Go ahead.
There you go.
We'll own it.
So of the PHB languages, by the way, I have 2 left.
Okay, that's
to
fantastic.
learn.
I also do love
Um,
that anytime I have said that in the presence of a Puerto Rican, none of them have argued with me.
No.
They're all like, oh, yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
terrible. No, I don't even understand what I'm saying.
We speak
It's-
Spanish. Spanglish is our language. It's fine. We'll own it. It's fine.
So that's my 8 of my 12 weeks. So then I will spend the other 4 weeks. Is there anybody on any of our boats that can teach me Goblin?
Ooh, Goblin.
That's
See
one
that
of
one
that's
coming?
one of the ones.
I
Do you
speak.
speak deep speech?
Yes.
I don't know why I asked.
What are the 2
Yeah.
languages you don't speak?
Goblin and Gnomish. Of the PHB learnable languages. Like I obviously
it?
don't speak Druidic. I don't know Thieves can't.
You
I
wanna
will
learn?
You know they're
Say
fake languages.
roll me, roll me 2 percentiles, take the lower.
Okay.
Never teach you
Because,
Druidic, but-
yeah, we're going to essentially do like a
Disadvantage. Yeah.
sort of roll here.
So 40 and
Okay.
54. So 40 is the lower.
Okay. There was a chance that on Hallian's boat there would be a goblin.
Oh.
But no.
However, alas, there is not.
But your lower was 40.
40. Just flat 40.
I will say there's somebody on there that speaks goblin.
Okay.
So there is not an actual goblin, but there is somebody that you can teach you goblin.
Perfect.
It is. We'll see how accurate it is, but at least you think you're learning goblin.
Okay. I will put goblin question mark
Great.
and then
Great.
mark down 4 of those weeks.
This is the most fun I've had you learning languages.
the simplest.
Learning is fun.
I have the simplest
I would
downtime
stay
in the
in school.
world. It's just, although soon, one more week of downtime, and I will be quickly approaching needing a new activity. I don't like that.
Then you start multi-classing. remember?
No, no, because blood mage is cool at high levels.
You could have learned Druidic if you didn't insult the language.
Well, it's fake language. So.
Yours, Max, you can't speak it.
It's a fake language that trees speak, so it's fine.
Yeah, but you don't speak for the trees.
No, the Lorax speaks for the truth.
Because the trees don't talk.
Yes,
it's
they
fine.
do. That's because you can't talk to them.
Fuck it, this is what we're doing tonight.
I'm down.
These are the best nights. But
All right.
I'm going to say, all right, guys.
But I got chips.
Who wants this action, right? Who wants this
Just
action?
mad that you
I
can't
got
speak
at
to the
least
trees,
3
and so
gold
you're
bombs.
saying that it's stupid.
Well, We'll see.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna talk shit
I'm
about you
also
to the trees.
I'm also all out of money because
Okay.
it took me all of my money plus 20 gold from my dear friend
This is the
Madeline
fight that I picked.
to learn those 12 weeks of languages.
Well done.
Oh,
So that catches you up,
Yep.
Lore Boss?
That's all
right.
3 of my months.
Good. Let's we'll give Lore Boss's tongue a break and we'll
Whoa.
move on
Perfect.
to
Hey-o. Phrasing.
boom. You're welcome. Who would like to talk about what they're doing over their time? Some of you guys have approached me with a variety of ideas, and we have mentioned off stream that I'm going to be bestowing either like feat boons or perhaps either magic items or magic item like abilities as a reward for taking this time to train, because it ultimately you guys could as a story be like, no, we just want to forge ahead, right?
Yeah.
We're losing time and momentum and all of these sorts of things. So I really want to reward both you as players and as characters for your creativity and for taking the time to work on stuff. So who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Great.
I know Rothgar, one of his big things was, and we did that on the last stream, was to start taking care of the undead because everyone was like, that was a bad decision you made. That was a bad deal. And so he wants to right that by taking them out, which was his original plan, was to get them where they're going and take them out there. So we did take out one.
You did.
Are we going to say that we're saving the other ones for post and that it's going to be flashback, or
Let's save it for post and not do it as a flashback.
okay?
Because the Obsidian is there's a very good reason to not do that one.
Okay.
When you go to the capital, it will be dangerous, and it will be something. Yeah. when you go, but that one you specifically have to go to the capital
And bring them to the Senate.
and bring
Yeah.
them to the Senate, so that one can wait until you guys are making that. And what
Yes,
I will
it
say is that over the course of the 4 months, every once in a while, like a Obsidian ghost is like, hey,
It's
we
when you go
want
to
to go to the Senate, and you're like, yeah, we'll get there soon. Oh, okay, cool.
Shut up, ghosts.
Where's the box of the wet wipes?
The wet wipes.
You said
Yeah.
that, and I just imagined.
But,
I was
okay.
like, shut
Um,
up.
Then I think over with having taken care of the vampire.
Mhm. And again, for the Akotep, they have not a location requirement, but still sorting out how we want to get
Yeah.
an angel or celestial involved.
To
Like
be
that's
bait.
its,
Yeah.
that's its own issue. So there
Yeah.
are reasonable reasons to delay
Keep it
that,
for later.
Yeah.
Um,
and that's something that we can start to process now.
Yeah. With that being said, I think one thing that Rothgar would want to do is talk to a barbarian
Mm-hmm.
and kind of figure out rage in a more he wants to talk to a barbarian. He wants to figure out rage in a more primal sense,
Okay.
and he wants to he does want to talk to his family
Okay.
and
Great.
figure and try to mark down what that that initial thing was that triggered rage from anger into a abominable force.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why don't you roll me an investigation check with advantage, since you're taking time and approaching this in multiple ways. Investigation, please.
All right, that'll be 14 plus investigation 2, so 16.
16. Yeah, nice. What do you, Eric, think is the root of Rothgar's rage?
The first time he figured out that his title wasn't anything. The first, because he's technically Rothgar Brittledorn, Viceroy of Clan Brittledorn.
Sure.
But what he never really put together was that was his dad asking his uncle, who is the head high politician, essentially the higher up, basically, can you just give him a title so he has something?
Yeah.
And so it was basically dad begging his brother, can you just do something for him? And so he got the title. He was very proud of it. And it was the first time that someone brought up to him, is like, you realize that's nothing. You have no power. You have no sway. This is just something that you can put before your name. It means nothing. And so that probably was I think that was the trick. That was the moment where he tapped into that rage, that I will prove, I will do, and that determination filled with that anger of that situation.
Mm-hmm. So with that knowledge, what does Rothgar do with it? How does he hone that into something more than a bad memory?
So what I think Rothgar would want to do, or would like to do somehow, is bring that rage a little bit forward, because right now it's a very unfocused rage. It is, you ripped my amazing suit. This has now enraged me, and it's unfocused, and it's go. It's hit the biggest thing until the biggest thing stops moving.
Sure.
And so I want him to have a bit more control on the rage.
Okay.
And a bit more of a refined nature to it, in the way that he is a bit more refined than just a traveling band of barbarians all together, raging, going out, killing a horde, and coming back. He is more refined than that, and he wants to refine the rage to be a little bit more cognizant and aware of what's going on.
Okay.
I want to hug you so bad.
So we had talked before the stream briefly about the dragon hide feat, using it as a capacity to increase your unarmed damage. Looking over the feat, it doesn't give you anything that is truly beneficial.
Yeah.
So we can make some adjustments so that, but it doesn't sound terribly like what you are. It doesn't sound like Rothgar.
No.
Becoming more draconic does not seem terribly up his alley.
No.
So I think there are some other interesting options. I think the Battlemaster Adept, which gives you a maneuver and a superiority die.
Okay.
Is something that would give you more skill
I got you.
Thank you.
in combat. I also think a good feat just for barbarians in general and any sort of melee damage dealer is the Savage Attacker feat, which will let you reroll damage ones and twos.
I don't know what
And if you don't have the Great Weapon Master feat, then
Well, that's the other one. I don't have Great Weapon Master.
okay. Well, that is the obvious choice.
Yeah.
So I think any of those for free would be a appropriate development
Okay.
for him. So take a moment, think about it, and let me know.
Also,
Okay.
it's Martial Adept.
Martial
That's the one
Adept.
Martial Adept.
Because I was like, I think I know what he's talking about, but I'm
I-
not sure. I
I-
can never remember the name.
Yeah, we know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't mean I know it. I know the words for what I'm saying.
we got the
There.
general.
You're in the neighborhood.
Mhm.
Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
All right, what you got?
So Tybalt and Miku
Mhm.
are going to go hunt down what they can about the Venom's Bite
Okay,
assassins.
sure.
And while they're doing that, I would like for her to just train with him just as a partner to try to control the barbarian side a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why don't you roll me an investigation check with advantage for the months on end?
That's not a good sign. Investigation, you said?
Please.
18.
Okay. Yeah. I will say that it is a fruitful journey. We'll get into those details
Of what I found.
of what you found at a different point in time because I need to codify them.
Okay.
For that, the combat development, I think we are focusing specifically on the Raging and on Tempest, right? So, and we had discussed some of your developments more into the cold and Arctic nature.
Yeah, she would have tried to have gone as far north as she can in those times.
Sure.
While still like finding information, but trying to connect to the winter side.
Yeah.
Also, so she can have her conversation with her fairy godmother.
Yep. So we had looked at the Boots of Winter. I believe the ability that the weather and climate ability, that's something that can be present at all times. I believe the other part of it that we were looking at, the resistance to cold, I would like to specifically be a wall raging attribute. The movement through I see you. Difficult terrain through ice and snow. That can be a all the time feature. And I would like to, while raging, I would like to say that you can put a d6 of cold damage on your melee weapons. Okay, that'll help give Tempest, since she doesn't have that second attack anymore. Let's make it a d8.
Thank you.
So
Cold.
Yeah.
Specifically cold damage.
Okay.
Okay.
So say when she gets back, you'll see that she looks different. She's wearing what looks like pieces of armor made out of ice that never melt. They cover parts of her shoulders, her arms. They don't do anything for my AC, but it's part of that cool thing. But
well, I think that's a good representation for your barbarian unarmored, rather than just be the oily Spartans, right? Where it's not the
my
sheen,
muscles protect me
my
from
negative
that.
strength muscles.
right? Where it's just not. It's not the CrossFit that's saving you. We can call it. I think because it does come from your constitution, manifesting that in ice in cold ways is a good representation.
So that was a gift to her.
Right. Correct.
So now she looks all icy, and she's got antlers that are not hers, but aesthetically.
She grew antlers
More-
while she was gone.
More traditionally druidic looking, little small ones.
I did not know about the antlers.
She also became part deer. So.
Part deer now.
So when we hug you, do we like stick to your armor like tongue on a pole? Like
Only if you're wet.
So yes.
So,
Yeah, the ice never melts because it is fairy ice.
So, who would like to go next?
I'll go next.
All right, what you got?
Seeing how Sam feels a little defeated,
Mm-hmm.
just because he doesn't feel like he was as helpful as he could be, especially physically.
Sure.
So he would approach Ryan, and we'd have a conversation back and forth of teaching him how to be more physical with attacks. And Ryan had expressed interest about learning a language, so I would teach him in exchange
Great.
that.
Okay.
So I had talked out of game. I talked to Ryan about teaching me, and he potentially was like, "I could teach you archery." So that's where the ranger comes in and ties in together.
Great.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I got. Like,
And we had talked about you needing. You had mentioned requiring a dex stat bump, to be able to
Correct, 'cause I
make
can't
that
multi-class.
to make that happen. So here is my thoughts. There are a couple of feats that do give a dex bump to your stats.
Okay.
What saving throws are you proficient in right now?
Wisdom and charisma.
Wisdom and charisma.
Correct.
Okay. So I'm double checking. There are 2 that spring to mind. The first one is Weapon Master.
Okay.
So it'd give you a +1 to Dex, and you would gain proficiency with 4 weapons of your choice.
Okay.
Which is when you don't have a lot of weapon proficiencies, super helpful. But I don't know if multiclassing into Ranger is going to give you weapon proficiencies anyway. So that one may be redundant. If you're taking that level in Ranger, that one may not be helpful to you.
Okay.
The next one, and this one is always helpful, although it is slightly off theme, but not entirely, is Resilient. And what it would be is you choose the ability score and increase it by 1. So that would be Dex. And you would gain proficiency in dexterity saving throws. And I think story-wise, that's just, you get real used to jumping out of the way as Ryan. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. and you gotta duck, dip, dive, dodge.
Justin Long.
Exactly. Yeah.
Getting cracked in the nuts throughout the whole movie.
It's so accurate.
Just a training montage of Sam dodging
It's just
wrenches.
that one where he gets hit,
Yeah.
his whole body jumps up in the air and they fall down.
You can dodge traffic. You can dodge a ball.
Maglet says dodgeball one shot, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just throwing shit at Samandri.
I mean, it
We're here
would
to
be
help.
something. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not trying to speak for him, but I
No.
feel like it would be something
Yeah.
Ryan would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
this is how Goliath's trained.
Just throwing the trident at him.
Yeah.
And stop.
Yeah.
Because like it would.
You'll learn
Can I
the
choose
rules.
now? Like which
Yeah.
of the two?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Resilient just
Great.
because I feel like it would also help me. Again, I'm squishy.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
should
yeah.
move the hell out of the way.
Yeah. No. Resilient is one of my favorite feats. It is it is super versatile. It is absolutely tremendous. So that is always one of my go-tos. I think that's that's a good idea of physical training to prepare you to take that Ranger level without and being appropriate in it. I think that fits super well. So let's go with that.
Sure.
Great, thank you.
Okay.
Who's next?
I'll go.
What you got?
So, as soon as Tesla got on the ship,
Mm-hmm.
they found a room
Mm-hmm.
and they gutted it
Okay.
and essentially made a workshop.
So when you start to do that, Alon is going to be like, "What are you doing? No, you got to stop that. We've got another ship that has all the workspace you need, and they will take you to the Arc Rider, and they will show you where they have a tinkering shop, they have an Arcanist shop, that is the mobile place for like
Excellent.
setting up shop." He's like, no,
No, not quite.
I'm sorry,
Hard pass.
not here, not here, right?
So,
I can't decide what Southern Alon is, but apparently
That's fine.
Ambiguous Southern.
Right.
Ambiguous Southern accent.
Sometimes he's more genteel. Than
He's
those.
just a sentient crawdad.
I say.
I say.
You're
And
not
sometimes
listening.
he's
It's a
fucking-
problem.
Yeah.
The problem is you're a chicken hawk, and I'm not a chicken.
Miss my family so much right now.
Depends on how flustered he gets.
That's true.
It's kind of like your new. That's my favorite thing in the world.
It's
So-
an amazing shirt. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
it.
Once you
So
have made it to the shop,
they will immediately, pardon the pun, set up shop there
Yeah.
in the corner. Like they don't need a lot of space. And the first thing they're going to do is rebuild,
Mhm.
build from scratch a new Iron Companion.
Okay.
Um,
Definitely.
So, after probably about a week straight of just hammering away.
Tinker time.
Tinker, after some tinker time.
Yeah.
You just see Tesla emerge, and behind them is what looks to be a metal pit bull
Oh my god.
that reaches about their waist, that just kind of follows them around with just kind of like yellow eyes. And that is Edison, who is Tesla's official Iron Companion.
So do they not get along?
Yeah, is Edison
no.
gonna steal all of your
You got it.
things and take credit for them? Become
It's a
you?
new glitch.
It's trying to forge a new relationship.
Forge a new relationship.
Forge a new relationship. Trying to war forge a
through
new
war, I'm sure.
But
Edison keeps trying to impress Tesla by shocking elephants.
and Tesla just like
Topsy, Topsy.
I love it.
What a night.
And then after that, they are going to first thing they're going to do is speak to Caliber.
Yeah.
In regards to what is the state? What is Warforged in the continent of Rotom?
Yeah, and I had given you a broad history of them, not just the history that Warforged would know, being built during the Republic times and having their population strictly controlled, but also the history that the group has uncovered and lived through where the origins of the Warforged and the adventure of the wheel. There is one more thing I forgot to mention, but she will tell you about, is that on the island of Arard Co, there is a enclave of not just Warforged, but artificers of all kind that have come together in creation of what is known as the Becoming God. It is essentially a giant, a titanically sized Warforge that they are all building pieces for, and it is a divine task and offering. It's something that she tells you because she thinks you might have an interest in it. She doesn't seem terribly invested in that particular thing, but there is one part of the wheel story that she really loves, and that is the idea that all of those pilgrims that had traveled to the wheel, that brought pieces, that wanted to be mechanized and self-forged and had begun to change themselves, that in some way all of their spirits, all of their souls, after being saved in Hadron's salvation and accessed through the soul forges, the creation forges that are used to make Warforge, that in some way they have all amalgamated, and that she's very insistent, or at least very strongly believes, that she carries a piece of all of those people with her, that every Warforged does. And that while she may have the most of her old personality, that they're all connected because they're all, you get mixed up. She uses the phrase, for lack of a better term, soul soup at some point.
They all get blended up together.
But yeah, and it is it's an earnest statement there. Yeah, and she will help you through whatever, like, doing whatever you're interested in.
Tesla's pretty much having a crisis right now.
Same.
With the nature of their creation, they do not feel one with the wheel.
Right.
They do not feel what Caliber described as the connection of all of the other, soul soup.
Sure.
So yeah, Tesla's in a pretty rough shape right now.
Okay.
But they decide to visit the Artificer Enclave
Okay. Great.
because that essentially speaks to their entire purpose.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get as much information as they can
Mhm.
in regards to what they're supposed to do now.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a great place for answers as far as that goes, but it is a warm place. It is a welcoming place. It is a place where you can work and create. And if you don't have jobs or tasks for yourself, they always accept help. And sometimes the freedom of not thinking about the creativity of just producing something and it reaches like a meditative stance for many people. The way people might zone out if they're washing dishes or something, right? It's a nice moment to just sort of be. And it'll give you an opportunity to do some soul searching, but also refocus on projects that I know you have in mind.
So essentially, Tesla uses that time to zone out, and then essentially find a workshop,
Mhm.
and then what seems to them is just aimless creation for
Sure.
the sake of it. And they're just gonna use the rest of the time to kind of like just start smithing and creating something.
Great. Absolutely. Yeah.
And that was the thing
Yeah.
you had mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and I think we can come. You can come walking out of that with the +1 greatsword,
Okay.
and then we'll work on the evolutions from there.
Okay.
Which
So-
sounds good. I think going back through here, what is interesting? Because there's so much more work left to do on that, I don't think that is. I don't think that's enough of a boon, to be honest. I think I would like to. I think I'd like to offer you, in addition to that, the observant feat.
Okay.
From what you described, taking the time to watch people, to pay attention, and to sort of zone out, increase your intelligence or wisdom score by 1. That's a maximum of 20. You can, if you can see a creature's mouth speaking, you can, in a language you understand, you can interpret it by reading lips. Also, a +5 bonus to your passive perception.
Excellent.
So-
You're like me.
Yeah.
So I think that's a just from what you described, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah. And when Tesla returns, you will notice they have just festooned across their entire waist in like a bandolier, just tools everywhere, of all different types, depending on like literally every single tool that Tesla's proficient in, they have it. And they are only wearing kind of like a cloak, but across their entire body are just arcane runes that they have carved or like burned, or it just in general, it's their body has turned into essentially their own notepad, and
I love it.
they just have all like any piece of exposed metal is just covered in arcane runes, and they have a great sword on their back.
Very good.
I have a question I forgot to ask.
Yes.
Did I find any wyverns or wyvern?
Roll a
Okay.
percentile.
Probably not. 46.
No. Maddie.
Yeah, this is far less soul searching. She just went to go fuck around with her ex-wife.
Yeah. Good
Listen,
times.
that is soul searching in and of itself sometimes.
Yeah.
You get the linguist fee.
Oh, she already had.
Hey.
Yeah.
Body language.
So,
Okay.
The men know they don't like a lot of
but I think she met some of the irregulars.
Okay. That's a good time.
I think she's heard some stories about Eliana.
Okay. Sure. That'll be
Mhm.
dramatic. Okay. Did you end up multi-classing?
Yeah.
On your 12th?
Fighter.
Fire? Okay.
So in theory, she learned it from Winnie. She went to go train with her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
She's terrified. After Dreadhold, she is petrified.
Yeah.
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 Because the one time we had a fight without without the victors holding our hands, we all went unconscious and we're making death saves. And sorry, except for Miku. And then and by the grace of God, Delarian made it out of there alive. She really doesn't think that we can do this. And she's scared.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is. It is a fear that I think Winifred at different points could relate to.
Yeah. But Winifred she was many things, but she was the best battlefield commander she knew.
Mhm.
I mean, on a boat, but she was a hell of a fighter, so she needed help. And she'd already talked to her sister Cassie about being able to go back.
Yeah.
So she
Um,
met the kids
oh, that's nice.
and Elias.
Yeah. I remember the Irregulars had interesting opinions of Hal and the Victors at varying points.
Yeah, I think like once she got there, when he saw the tattoos, like, oh, you've met Hal. I see.
Yes. Oh, oh.
Can you refresh who the irregulars were?
The Irregulars, for which is, I was about to say for anybody that doesn't know, but it's actually everybody at this point. The Irregulars were the characters played by my home game players before we started streaming. It is their adventures and their stories and
Misadventures,
skill
really.
and misadventures. Yeah, but they were the people that motivated me to start the stream. But when we did, they got mostly happy retirements. Mostly. And those that haven't, we may still revisit.
It was a quick death.
It's a merciful death.
And so they are the people that settled Willen. Some of you players, when the game was more confined to the Arcadian Straits, there was the Sanctum, the Empty Empire, and across the strait, there's an imperial town, imperial city, known as Willen. And when those characters showed up, they showed up as Hal's Irregulars. They were under his charter, and they settled the region. So they are the ones responsible for. They never intended to give it over to the Empire, but by the time that came around, they had fought elemental demigods, and they had survived a Doom Vault.
If only just.
If only just. And they had had a tremendous number of adventures, and it was getting close to the point where adventuring for them was dangerous. Where although they had access to resurrection magics, the likelihood of them being able to successfully resurrect themselves was very small.
Rowan's DC, like on the last game, was a 20.
Was it?
I
By
think
the-
it got up.
By
to-
by
I
the
think
time
it
that
got
night was
up to
over,
a-
it was a 20.
Yeah, because
was-
every time they died, like
It goes up,
it
and
goes
he
up,
was
yeah.
constantly dying.
Yeah. I know a number of them were in the like 15 range. And so it was they're very important characters to people as well as to the foundation of the story. And our story has sort of grown and moved away from that particular region, but they definitely have special places in our hearts. And they got to meet Hal under poor circumstances as well. Because it was for Lundis's funeral.
Oh.
Which one?
His 15th going on 16th. 15 going on 16.
Oh, it was a very special time in the young man's
It
life.
was. It was.
His
It's like a
death senior.
quinceañera.
Yeah, exactly.
I have died once.
Yeah,
Always remember your 16th.
he gets a couple of more returns, and then it's a free Subway punch card. So that's
Because clearly there is a subway in hell.
yeah.
All like each one has a subway charter.
Yeah, but
And each one they put more lettuce than they should on it.
but you guys they could have at some point learned and heard the story. Yeah, Lundis had been there. Animus was first. He was the original like guild master, guild dad, and then Areshki and Lundis and
Portia.
Eventually, Portia.
and
And
Caliber.
Tybalt was just.
Tybalt was just there. Yeah,
He was just
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Tybalt.
Doesn't just play with the big kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tybalt had come. He was your
He's
jeweler
just a
and
jeweler.
like identifier. Yeah,
And then
Yeah.
eventually
Yeah.
his sister showed up.
yeah.
And his
And
sister
we
was a
found out.
badass.
And we found out that his sister was a badass.
We were like, Tybalt, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
And then he became a badass.
He
in
was
his own
helpful.
right. He
Like,
was. He was.
But
But-
he also didn't have to adventure. Like
No.
he was, yeah. But he's just from his life. He's much more like a sneaky, talky rogue. And he's like, yeah, exactly. He
Yeah.
didn't get the magic, so he was just like, I'm gonna hang out and do pretty things and
Yeah.
stab you in the back. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
like we found out that he was kind of a badass, but only because
right,
he had to be. He
Yeah.
wasn't like, I'm a badass, like Portia was.
right,
Or
no,
Lundis.
Or Lundis.
yeah.
He's perfect, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay, this is what I was looking
Yes.
for. He's the perfect person.
But during a large battle, I believe it was a vampire, Tristan, beheaded Lundis.
He had long hair and he was that guy and he like turned a 16-year-old girl and he was that boyfriend for her.
Oh.
We hated this douchebag so much.
He makes
And he
Asabel look
just-
pretty good now, doesn't it?
Yeah, and
Huh?
He legit, like,
He
ripped
just
his head
beheaded
off.
him.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was
Um,
really bad.
yeah, and they tried the rituals, tried the rolls, didn't make it.
Nope.
And it was only during one of the streamed games when you
That
guys were
he-
in the Underdark and somebody rolled a 98.
Because
On
we
the- on the
because we
mechanist
activated
wheel.
the mechanist wheel.
Yeah, and the 98. It was 98 to 100. It returns someone to life,
None of us were dead.
but none of their friends or NPCs were dead. I was like, the only person I can think of.
It's Ludus. So then he showed up and we were all like, "Who are you?"
And he was like, "Who are you?" And then, you know,
Let's just say we're all very grateful that Lundis is back.
Yes.
Yeah, I am too. He was.
So Lundis is
best.
currently alive.
He is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lundis is currently alive.
Saved our
all
bacon in the fight with that
saran
Imperial.
wrap,
Yes,
bubble
yes,
wrap.
he did.
Yeah, good grief.
That's my favorite when Hal first saw me. He goes, "I'm still alive."
Yeah.
It's just like,
You're alive again? What?
I know, I've been through so many things. Yeah,
Super.
and Lundis is one of my favorite characters to play. And when he passed, it hurt for everybody. But yeah, and Tristan was terrible to fight too. That was a rough one. So So Maddie's boon. Let's look into that. I think looking at your style, I think the 2-weapon fighting feat, dual wielding feat.
I already have that through fighter.
You have the dual wielding fighting style that is different than the feat, and I just had it open. Here it is. Boop. So with the feat, you gain a +1 AC when you're wielding separate melee weapons in each hand. You can use 2-weapon fighting even when one-handed melee weapon you are wielding isn't light. So you could do 2 rapiers if you wanted, basically, or 2 longswords, but for you, rapier would be better. You can draw and stow 2 one-handed weapons when you would normally only be able to draw and stow 1. So you can, if you want, or the martial adept, I think is another good thing that you could pick up.
That's what I'm good.
Yeah, you have me at AC. I'm good.
Okay. I know how much you like the AC.
I do.
I'm double checking if there are any other things that I think would be really useful to
That
me.
sounds really good. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you can take that one. The other one I was thinking about.
The other stuff starts getting like element like
Um,
it's a little bit too much.
No, not that one. Oh, where'd it go?
Okay.
Arardica.
Arardica, what?
Charger. If you move 10 feet in a straight line,
I will forget to do that. The other one, it sounds much better.
okay.
Yeah.
The other one's straightforward. It enhances what you're doing already.
Half the time I panic roll and add shit anyway.
Sure.
So we don't need to add anything that's going to make me a little bit more squirrely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
As fun as it is.
Okay. That sounds good.
Thank you.
Cool. And we're back to Lorvas, where we end where we began.
Yes. Yeah, so for part of the time, Lorvas is going to go with Maddie.
Great.
Because of Elias.
Great.
Because he was told about Elias's weird
Condition.
god binding magic.
Yeah.
And that is not your stereotypical magic.
No.
And so that's kind of one of Lorvas's things, is not just trying to find out about blood magic, but trying to find out about alternative ways that
Mhm.
people do magic.
Yeah.
So he's going to spend a little bit of time there, I think,
Eco-friendly magic.
about, well, maybe. Debatable. And
There's
then
like the term alternative magic.
alternative
sources.
magic, yes. And I think he'll spend about 2 months there.
Sure.
And then the other time that he wants to spend, he had recently, well, now it's been a few months, but he had talked to Portia
Mhm.
about where she might suggest that he look for information.
Mhm.
And she had said either the Southern Isles or in the city of Webs.
Mm.
And so just because of Drow and their like ancient
Yeah.
and stereotypically evil ways.
Mhm. Mhm.
And so he kind of wants to talk to her again in a less stressed out way or time for her,
Sure.
because it's now been a few months
Sure.
since the whole hell incident.
Right.
So maybe she's a little bit less stressed out, and see which of those two she suggests he go look into first.
Okay. Southern Isles is definitely safer.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
it is the less likely of the two to have secrets or information that you are looking for, but it is the far safer of any of them.
Yeah.
To have so yeah. Those are her initial thoughts.
Okay.
The other idea that she has is traveling to the Forbidden Empire of the East, where some people had gone. It's past the breaks, where old heroes had run into slavers, and they end up selling off peasants basically out of this Shangri-La sort of place. It's how they do population control.
Gross.
Yeah, it's
Hate that.
terrible.
Oh.
Yeah. No, they are bad people, and but they are very isolated, insulated. They rarely, if ever, allow outsiders in. So it is
Okay.
it is very it would be very much like a Marco Polo
Mm.
sort of expedition.
Okay. Then
Last idea, people do crazy things in the capital. So
Yeah.
yeah.
the Mageocracy was in the Southern Isles, correct?
Pass it. It's in the southern continent.
The Southern Continent.
That is
I might
a
have
good
meant
place.
to write down Southern Continent
Yes, I think
instead
so.
of Southern Isles.
Yeah.
Because
Because the Isles, I was like,
the Mageocracy seems like that's really the the place that I had in mind. Although the Forbidden Isles to the east sound interesting.
yeah.
So I think he'll go to the Forbidden Isles in the east,
Okay.
or at least see about how he could go about doing that, just because
Sure.
the Southern Continent seems like something he could bring friends along to.
Sure.
Forbidden Isles, maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah. Forbidden Empire.
Or Forbidden Empire.
Yeah. Forbidden
yes.
Empire. Forbidden Kingdom.
Yep.
Forbidden Journey. Whichever one. Do me a favor. Roll me a percentile.
Which 99.
Oh my God.
We bring someone else back from the dead.
Yay! Lundus is back.
There's two of them now.
Two Lunduses.
I don't understand. Why do you have
Neither
this
do
little-
I.
Two is better than one.
Deception, oh God.
Lundus is his own Spider-Man meme.
I have to kill one of them. Which one is the real Lundus?
No.
I am the real Lundus. Of course, I am the real Lundus.
This is what we're doing tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Well rolled. Make me.
Thank you. I tried very hard.
Yeah. Make me an investigation check.
He's proficient. in high
I'm
school.
gonna give it flat because it's
Okay.
only a month, whereas other people are doing 4
Absolutely.
or 2 months, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So,
Okay. An 8.
8 investigation.
Yeah, that was the one I'm not proficient in.
Oh,
Because I was like, a bunch of other people are proficient
I
in
got
it.
you. Yeah, no, it's worthwhile.
I'll be proficient in religion.
Okay. You get in. You get in. You see the inside. If only the parts of the city, the empire, if only the parts near the wall.
Okay.
But it is still deeper than most foreigners get ever.
Okay.
Um,
Did I have to sneak in, or
no,
was I able to
no,
just
no,
like,
no.
talk
You
my way?
are in some. You are
Okay.
somehow, some way. You are able to talk your way in.
Cool.
You make a friend. You can tell me about that NPC when you are ready. That helps you get in.
Yes.
I would.
Dragon Age Inquisition reference.
Is there something blood magic related that you would like? Is there something specific that you are looking for?
Let's see. I think that's a good question. Because I think part of what he wants to find is I don't know, because part of the reason that other people don't like it other people don't like his blood magic is because it's harmful and it is seen as evil, and he does not agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think part of it is trying to find the origins
Sure.
of it to kind of be able to prove that that's not the case, if that's true.
Sure.
And then other than that, I think finding someone else that actively does it,
Mm-hmm.
because even whenever he learned how to do it, it was all very, I'm looking at this forbidden theory book.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
locked away,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
then just kind of figuring it out as he's gone.
Yeah.
And now it's some magic, like there are very limited spells that he has that are exclusive to blood magic.
Mhm.
Everything else he does are wizard spells that he's watched other people do that he's figured out how to activate using his magic. So I think
Right.
finding someone else that does it that can kind of teach him something and finding the origins are kind of his two main goals.
I will say, because an 8 is not great.
No, it is not.
You do
Surprise, surprise.
you do find rumors
Okay.
of blood mages, of Mahosukai.
Oh, that's a word. Can you spell that?
MAHO
Mm-hmm.
TSU
Mhm.
KAI.
Got it.
Mahosukai. Blood magic, blood mages, blood rituals. They are ostensibly outlawed,
Mm.
although it is known that there are many practitioners within the Forbidden Empire that does it. And it is said that the imperial family employs the best of them.
Okay.
So there is that. It is a good place. It is a good lead.
Okay.
You just don't have time to finish pursuing it.
Yeah.
I think for you, the two obvious boons
Mhm.
or feats are either Magic Initiate
Mm.
or Elemental Adept,
Okay.
or if there is perhaps a High Elven. You are an elf, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a High Elf.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Then there are some Elven feats,
Yeah,
specifically
the-
from Xanathars.
Yeah, the Elven accuracy and the like teleportation one.
I think, yeah,
The Fae.
yeah, Face Step.
Yeah.
Or is there a magic item that you think? I mean, you have the king of all staves.
I do. I don't need a
You-
different
you-
staff.
Yeah,
Disco stick.
yeah.
Yes, the disco stick.
You do have the disco stick.
But now it has a dubstep beat to it.
Yeah.
Whenever you use it.
Perfect. That's all I need. I just
Really
need
cool.
some music for for the disco wand.
So all the backtrack for you on the podcast will just be dubstep.
Perfect. I think because whenever I was leveling up, I was looking at some feats.
Yeah.
And the elf ones I wasn't feeling just
Sure.
because
They didn't really
He's-
strike me for Loravas.
no, other elves, yeah, elven accuracy, not his thing.
Super
Have
useful.
to-
I do not have tough.
That would make you less easy to die.
I mean, I'm less easy to die. I bumped my con. I have 96 whole hit points.
This would make
Yeah,
you
more
super
than
less easy to die, considering.
It would get you to 108.
something like that. So
But I do want to tie it to the magic.
I do too.
I don't think that you necessarily rolled high enough to get new spells or something.
no.
But if there is like a magical item or a wand that is like uncommon that you
Mhm.
would like to impressive,
Let me-
that you would like to duplicate the effects of,
Mhm.
I think that is something that, because your magic is so dangerous,
Yes.
especially to yourself, something low level. That's why I was thinking either Magic Initiate or or that, because you don't do a ton of elemental damage.
Well, I try occasionally, and it just fails. Just fails wildly.
Well, the elemental adept is very
Yeah.
nice for that, because then resistance is, you're like, I don't care, and those sorts of things.
Yeah.
So so look over like wands.
Yeah.
Something like even if it's a wand of magic missile, that is just like a separate reservoir of energy you have learned to call upon, or you let me know.
Yeah, I'll look.
Okay.
I'll for sure look.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes.
I will be going with Martial Adept.
Sounds good. I thought that would
Yeah.
speak to more of the skillful nature that you were looking for.
My question I would have is, who necessarily would I be learning that from? Who on the boat would be
I'm gonna say, well, Ryle
Mhm.
was a battle master,
Okay.
so you could have learned from Ryle.
Mm-hmm.
If you have gone on this walkabout, the feat for martial adept, I believe, gives you one maneuver.
One superior. It gives you 2 maneuvers, but 1 superiority dice.
I can also see you developing those maneuvers
Mm-hmm.
yourself
Okay.
in the wild.
All right.
I'm happy with either
I'm
explanation.
good with that then.
Where's
Yeah.
that Areshki?
Areshki does not.
No.
No,
She just hits.
Areshki, that is far more skill than Areshki is applying
Okay.
to.
Areshki
Yeah.
smash.
Areshki
Yeah.
hit hard.
Yes.
Yeah, that
I mean, Rothgard does want to speak with Areshki at some point.
absolutely, and
But-
she's around to do
Yeah.
that. But she is not the mentor for a battle
Yes,
master.
specific. No.
Right. Yeah.
But I'll take he kind of developed them
Great.
and
That works
being
out well
back
for me.
home and being back around
Mm-hmm.
everyone.
So you guys have regathered on the Isle of Arardico. It is the first of dusk. Summer months have been hot. Rain has been plentiful, and news of various news of both the breakouts of Dreadhold are completely stifled. And Imperial built, you know that there are many rumors of building Imperial forces at a variety of forts all around the Empire. None of them focus in a specific area or region. Nothing that would belie the intentions of military action, but definitely something that is the news of the summer, as it were. But you guys have regathered. You are at the Warhound and the World's Peace. Avrin is present. He is cleaning the bar, cleaning glasses. Who do you think, who arrives first? I believe Tesla has been living on the island, so he has literally the least distance to travel. But this is the appointed day and time for you all to regroup.
So Tesla would probably be well, actually, honestly, Tesla would probably be in their workshop as long as as long as they can squeeze out the time for
Okay.
like last minute they'll show up.
Well, everybody roll me a d20.
15.
1, 2, 3. Maddie arrives first.
Oh, nice.
Madeline, as you make your way in, the place is relatively quiet. You recognize faces in here at this point. You've come and gone enough times that you know the locals, and you know the ones that are actually assassins that are here as guards.
Mm-hmm.
You see Avrin behind the bar is fair auburn hair bordering on blonde, pulled up and back, sleeves rolled up, wiping down the thick oak bar.
She has a case of wine from Coulter because it's just a vineyard.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Well, merry to you as well. This
Yes.
is quite the haul.
Hmm?
All right. Is it any good?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know. So,
Yeah.
I've never known somebody to give away good wine. Well,
Oh,
I never expected you to give away good wine.
oh, stop you! You wound me. No, I mean, I can't drink all of this by myself. This morning, apparently, we have things to do, so you might as well sell it.
That's a kind gesture. I appreciate it.
Yes, Coulter's known for two things: wine and being so drunk you can't remember the second.
That's good to be known for.
Yeah.
Good. I have news from the victors.
Oops.
Well, no new news, as it were, but
But the news of the new court?
no new news. But the old news is that the new Duke has deposed their brother, the old Duke, and sits blah 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 blah.
Just up like a boy.
As you like it.
Please continue.
There you go. The victors are still out on their search. They suggest that you guys take the opportunity to get reacquainted and put to bed any other lingering issues. I think killing a lich so you don't lose your soul is a lingering issue.
All right.
I think killing a lich so you don't lose your soul is a lingering issue.
All right.
But that they'll be with you within a few days to a few weeks. They do apologize. 4, 5, 6.
6.
Lord of us.
It's me, your
You-
boy.
You.
It's me.
Oh, that's right. I just saw you like 2 fucking months ago. Okay, man.
How was the rest of your trip with Winfred?
My dinner was fine.
Well, this is going great so far. I'm excited to see what happens next. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
12 is the bad guys. So.
12 is the lich, actually.
Lich walks into a bar.
Also, I think I'm gonna take magic initiate.
Okay.
And I'm going to take command
Okay.
as my first level spell.
Sure.
And then some cleric cantrips.
Okay. That sounds good. Sure. Yeah. I thought you would have gone with like a Wanda Web or something.
No, I think we have one of those in the back. Hold on.
Oh, okay. We've got all that stuff. Nobody
I-
nobody uses it. I understand. All right. So Tesla, you come making your way into the
So
Warhound.
yes, exactly. I walk in to the bar with my bandolier
Mm-hmm.
and my warhound now. Think borderline Mabari.
Nice.
Oh, I love him.
And I look and I see Maddie at the bar, and I just go, "Wild woman."
Oh, shit. You're still alive. Well, hey, do you drink?
No,
You're about to. Open up a whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He'll set about popping a cork and pouring glasses.
Yeah.
Tesla just picks it up and looks at it, trying to fathom how they're going to drink it.
Does he have a mouth?
They do,
He has a slit. Yeah.
but
You can consume food and alcohol. You do not have to.
they've never had a reason to ever.
Right,
So
yeah.
they're just looking at it really confusedly, and there's like,
Do you want me to help you?
what am I supposed to do?
So you're gonna put it up here, and then you're gonna do a tilt back, And then just relax your throat like you're going down on someone. There you go. Just let it trickle, trickle,
And
trickle.
they're just like,
There it is. Yeah. Oh,
Why-
this is a beautiful moment for me.
Tesla just goes and just keeps going, I guess.
Okay, that's step one. Now what you're going to do, you keep it in your mouth and you swish it around a little bit to let it aerate, right? And then you want to hold it on the center of your palate so that you can get all of the flavors. Inhale through your nose. How does one taste wine? I don't know.
I don't
You're
even
doing
know
great,
if they
sweetie.
can.
Does a Warforged have like?
Yeah, I don't even know if the Warforged has lips. Like,
It's just like a
Some
slit.
do,
Damn it,
some
you know
don't.
what?
Some do, some don't. So technically, it is up to you.
Bender and Futurama, right?
Yeah.
it's true.
That's
It's
true.
true. You
Bender's
know
Very
what?
true. Yeah.
But then again, he does run on alcohol, so
Yeah.
Also
he
true.
needs
What's
it.
the
Just
difference?
out-nerded you.
You can eat and drink. Are Warforged immune to poison though?
We're resistant to poison and immune to disease.
Okay. So you and you can get drunk. It's harder, but you can.
So I can drink people under the table.
There you go.
So
Maddie, challenge accepted.
so as they're waiting, Tesla just kind of like sits down. Like Edison is like right there, and he's like Tesla just has their hand on Edison's head, and they're just drinking the wine and just looking at what in God's name is going on again.
Good.
What time is it?
They've had a nice 4 months.
Time you
of
want it to
peace.
be.
Like, is it brunch? Because
Sure.
this is okay. Then it's brunch.
Sure.
Mimosas?
Everyone instinctually mimosa.
Mimosas. Brunch mimosas.
151. Done.
You were a
12.
13, 14, 15.
15.
Come on in.
Miku and Tybalt walk in together.
There you go.
Gross.
Shut up.
What asked you were
Fair.
They walk in and she sees your dog and immediately runs over to your dog and starts petting it.
And so Edison just stands there because they haven't been given any commands yet.
What a good dog.
Well, considering I made them, I would expect them to act correctly.
She's not listening. She's still like, she doesn't even notice the dog's not responding. She's just,
Maddie has gotten wine for.
Yeah.
Who's bringing it over? Definitely gives it to. You could just
Hello.
hold it for her when she's done.
Thank you.
Mm.
Avron has a sealed envelope for Tybalt. We'll pass it over, and Tybalt takes it. You see him sit down and start to open and read it. 15, 16.
60.
Well, come on in, boys.
After you.
Okay. You'll see Rothgar walks in. He's not wearing the shirt at the moment. He is back to some fantastically fancy clothing. But you'll notice he's not wearing his normal ascot. And on the neck where Asabel had bit him and like ripped open his neck, there's going to be now a scar that's there.
Okay. And he just lets it open.
Yeah, it's still tender, so he doesn't cover it at the moment. But he didn't get that fully healed, all probably intentionally. But he walks in still carrying 2 different bags, all of them with clothing. Some supplies in one of them, but mostly clothing and scarves and accoutrement.
oh, good. Still got scarves.
Oh yeah, no, he's still got him. He's just not wearing them right now.
What happened to you?
But he's going to walk in and he's going to be like, Averin, yes, how are you, my good friend?
Well, Rocka, how are you?
Please, wonderful. Do you have someone to take these, or I just leave them on the table? You know what? Great. Swaps them on one
Right,
table
perfect, right there.
and
That's exactly
walks
it.
over to the table that now has everybody at it. And he comes and he sits down and he goes, it has been a while. You've got to. What is. It's a pup?
Tesla just puts just again just kind of like pets the dog. Goes, this is Edison.
He's a very good dog.
Wonderful to meet you. And he kind of puts his hand, and all you hear is like, wonderful.
Edison just sits there, as usual, just staring off in the distance.
He is remarkably well trained.
Well, like I told her, it is because I made him that way.
Well, of course, he made him that way. That's
It
The
is
answer.
because he's such a good dog.
I would think so. Wonderful. Good to meet you, Edison. Anything?
I'll like flick Edison on the top of the head,
Oh,
and Edison will be like, "No."
delighted.
Oh, Ambrosito's gonna love him.
Oh, Fenrir's going to love him too. He's outside. Should I bring him inside?
I don't
No.
think so. Even in the slightest.
Nope.
Are you sure?
Nope.
Samandra is gonna walk in. You'll see him in his usual blue and silver scale mail, but you notice that it doesn't look as clean and pristine as it did. It looks pretty like it has some dents and scratches and stuff on it.
He's been hit with wrenches.
He probably has a black eye, and his like one of his lenses is probably like cracked. But
Oh.
I mean, he wears it proudly, and he has a quiver of arrows and a longbow along. What is it? On your shoulder? Is that what you
Mhm.
wear
Yeah,
along?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is now.
Perfect.
So,
Still learning.
He's on his way. He can't get through the door. He's just like, oh God, this is really
And
embarrassing.
then he
sir."
has to like.
Size.
yeah, like he'll walk in and look and be like, and just walk up to you guys. Hi.
Are you sitting at the table?
I'm gonna sit down. Yeah.
Miku's gonna jump up from the dog onto the table and crouch in front of you and reach out and take your glasses off and say, "Look, we are matching now." Because she now has two different colors.
What color are your eyes?
Blue and silver. Dark like a stormy silver.
We're matching. I don't change my eyes.
He leaves them. This is good. This makes her happy.
Mine are green and blue.
Hmm.
You haven't
He
met-
tries to
you haven't
hide
met me
them.
yet.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
by the way.
I mean,
Yes and no.
technically he
Technically, you
has.
have, but yeah.
Matthew
Out
has
of
not,
game.
but
Correct.
yes.
Tibble will come over and let you all know. So we've been arranged transportation anywhere we need for the rest of this month. What would you all like to get done?
Well, I have the lich problem.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
you do.
right. Your soul is in literal danger.
I mean, you know.
I mean, there's also another step to it after that, but,
Yes,
but first
you
the
know,
lich,
Right.
then Lavrit Padoris.
If we,
Then profit.
what?
Lavrit Padoris.
It had a name.
Yes, it did.
the lich.
Nope, the other one.
Oh, the second
Yes.
murder. we
Lavrit
have to commit.
Padoris.
Oh, Renwick is the lich.
Renwick is the lich.
That's the monk. He's a monk.
I didn't know anything about the second one, just a name,
Well, I
because the
didn't know
demon
this.
only gave us a name.
Well, there you go. So, yes.
With all the information we gathered from the lich,
Mhm.
and I know we gave that to Animus and Co.
Mhm.
to research.
Mhm.
Did we find anything?
You did.
Wonderful.
And can I have asked, because the regulars were the idiots that didn't kill him the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, not me.
Matthew
I was
wasn't
not
there either.
yeah, we weren't there for that stupid decision. Can I have asked, because Elias definitely was, can I have asked that dipshit what, any of that? Like,
It was just
give me your best Elias.
he just wanted to read and was really, how did they put it? He was just really cool.
So you're him,
I mean, I just
huh?
I like to read, and I was like, so does he like to read? So it's like I wouldn't want someone to kill me if I was reading.
Riveting. Huh. Huh. Well. And
Not sure how to process that.
And it's not a great impression, but I did the
It was
physicalities
fine.
better than the voice. I think. I don't know. Elias.
It's been a while
is
too.
an
to
old
be fair.
irregular.
Oh, okay.
it's
So-
Winnie's husband.
Yeah, Winifred's husband. So her
Uh-huh.
ex's husband. Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Wait a second. I thought. Oh.
Uh-huh.
We're
Uh-huh.
just
Yeah.
yeah. Their wine.
He's not here, so
This was-
this
yeah,
was
yeah.
yeah. This was during
Yes.
Elias
Elias
just
just
slipped in.
So how was y'all's 4 months? Phenomenal. I went to go visit my ex-wife, and all
And
I got
brought
was a
her
fucking
husband.
husband. Elias, this is everyone. Everyone, this is the thing that my wife left me for. Say hello.
No. um,
Shit.
they actually spent very little time with Renwick, and
Then-
once they
How
What?
did they come to this stellar decision?
once they were like, oh, it's a lich and it doesn't want to fight us, it just wants to read, and it'll
And there were
kill
other
other
things that they
people
had
for
to
us.
do.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Like
'Cause
that
I-
was it.
'cause
That
I think-
was as
Because I think they
far
had
as
like,
they took that.
I think they had other like they needed to kill the evil monks or some shit, and
Yeah.
they're like, well,
They
we
just-
can leave this. We can leave this lich. We have evil monks to kill.
It was one of those famous irregular later problems.
Listen, there were a lot of things happening, so the irregulars had to pick and choose.
Choices were
This
made.
is later people.
Yep. Yep. Like the mummy, like the mummies in Willen.
More mummies?
We got two. We got to deal with. Didn't you tell me there were more?
At least 2, I think.
Not a fan.
I don't remember.
That's a total of 5 mummies.
Yeah, but,
Way too
yeah,
many
but, yeah, but
mummies.
these mummies are like baby mummies. They're
Then they'll
not.
be easier to kill.
Oh, not
They're
these.
well, they're not ancient ASMR killing mummies.
Yeah, no, the ones that we have are like gods.
Yeah.
Like god mummies.
Also, I've changed my mind. I'm taking warlock things because of Elias.
Oh, okay. That's
The
that
magic
works.
initiate is going
Sure.
to be from
Misty step, I
Elias.
swear to God.
I wasn't
Oh,
sure if you
Elias.
got your magic initiate from Elias or from when you were
See,
in the Forbidden Empire.
I was trying to figure that out too, but
And the moment
I
that
don't know
voice
if-
came out,
I don't know if there's a cleric that I would have been learning command
You
from.
could have. It's
Yeah.
I could have
possible.
taught you.
I'll just
Yeah,
I have
do.
command.
I know, but I'll just do.
You can
warlock.
learn it
Okay.
right now
Beat
at
up
the
You-
table.
Oh yeah, I was getting beat up.
You want to do the thing, don't you?
What thing?
You know, the
the
warlock
armor of
thing.
I'm tired
Agathis
of
thing?
bending.
No,
Oh,
I
that
do not.
one. No.
no, I do not.
I was talking about the other warlock thing.
The Eldritch Blast?
Just-
No, actually, I took Toll the Dead.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Good.
And I'm
game.
gonna like flavor it in a blood magic way.
Nice. That's perfect. That
So
works
yeah,
out
like
really well.
I want to take things that he could have that are theoretically him
Right.
learning to do blood magic without hurting himself
Yeah.
as much.
So Tesla is going to also see after Samandrio comes in and looks at him and goes, "My squishy friend, it seems you have been punched."
Yeah, I'm learning how to be faster and to dodge things. Sometimes it doesn't.
What have you been dodging?
Rhine.
Tesla just looks and goes, "Well, I have a gift for you."
Probably don't.
You have to
And
get me anything.
well,
You should then.
I know you are very important to the rest of these people. So Tesla uses one of their magical infusions and casts replicate magic item, and you now have a periapt of wound closure.
Oh,
What is that?
it's
Is it an
stabilizes.
actual thing?
Yeah, it
Yes.
stabilizes you.
If you are knocked unconscious, you are immediately stabilized.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And you gain an extra, I think, you double the hit dice actually that you use when you're taking a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
PE.
Thank you. Is it something I wear? Like, is it like a necklace?
Yeah.
Or- okay. I'll put it on.
It's actually a big ass gold chain with a P on it.
The giant clock.
Dude, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Very Flavor Flav.
I would only give it 10.
So-
the thing is, you don't have to look like a sea monkey to wear it.
There you go.
Smell.
You guys that had looked into the research of Renwick. Apologize. So Maddie's probably heading that up or receiving that information.
Mhm.
I'll say Maddie lore boss.
Mhm.
You know that you uncover a chunk of history for it. They have traced the emblem on Renwick's gear back to an order of knights, a holy order of knights that were stationed in the Arcadian Straits, just outside of the Infinite Mountains, during the Great Upheaval, which is the time period about 364 years ago, when the Republic becomes the Empire. At that time, many of the far-off regions, the Arcadian Straits being the furthest, as it was the southern tip of the empire, many of those governors and lords would declare themselves independent and attempt to seize control of a region. That is why there's a fortress at the end of that peninsula called the Betrayer's Keep. It is, you guys would definitely know, it is currently the home of the Crow King. But up the coast from there is the temple where these paladins, these holy knights, paladins, Oath of the Crown, they were sworn to the Republic. When the Great Revolution happens, they refused to join the Empire, and they saw the betrayal of that governor in the region at the time as something unforgivable. And so what happens next is a bit fuzzy. It is known that they tried to lead a rebellion in the Arcadian Straits against the Betrayer. It is also known that some of them traveled north, seeking to go find help, but they end up lost in the Infinite Mountains. That's something that has been a long-standing rumor of these Cathar Knights, these holy warriors. Eventually, that temple, that shrine, becomes a haunted place, a place of devastation. It is known as the Shrine of Shattered Souls, the Temple of Shattered Souls.
Cool. Good name.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sounds fun.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it sounds like
It
Devil's Island.
is-
Great.
It is on the edge of the Infinite Mountains, a dangerous place. They're no longer infinite, are they? They're not.
I mean, they are,
We-
but they're not.
Yeah,
We stopped them from being infinite.
they're still in an infinity
Physically, they're
sign,
yeah.
but they are no you.
And they
cannot
are very
get lost in them.
large. But
They are very large. It's an
you were,
interesting.
you were,
mountain
but you were not trapped there forever.
range.
You're welcome. We did one good thing.
That's it.
That is the place that you suspect Renwick in his life had passed from. That the home of that knightly order,
Mhm.
and that is the best information they have for you to pick up the trail
Where he
of
went to.
Renwick, and where he probably kept his phylactery
Yes.
is there.
Because we know killed the phylactery. Killed
Correct.
Save the cheerleaders, save
Save
the
the
world.
world.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that was some 6 months ago.
Mm.
He may have moved on from then, or he may have fortified from then.
Okay.
You don't necessarily know.
Both are good options.
Both are good options, but it is. I'm going to let you guys know it is a place that we're not going to get done in one night.
Yeah.
So that is. It might be 2. I think 2, maybe 3 at the most, but it also because we've got a lot of other things to do too. Like
Mhm.
I want all your stories and the chances for you to talk those out and see what you did over that time.
Mhm.
So that is not a bad thing. I just want to set expectations. Is there anything you guys would like to do in preparation before heading that way?
If we're going to be dealing with like ghosts and souls and things like that.
You suspect, you are not sure. That is it. By the name of the place, it is a good.
Yeah.
It's a good
With
suspect.
that being said, I'm going to make sure I bring the +1 Morning Star.
Great.
Yeah. Magic weapons might be helpful.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Do we know, and this is also because Matthew has not fought too many liches, it's kill the phylactery, break the phylactery, and then kill the lich, not just break the phylactery, lich is dead. Like it's both, but
Both.
phylactery first, lich second.
Order doesn't matter.
Ah, okay.
Timing matters.
Yeah.
If you kill the lich, it has a certain number of days
Until it
before it'll
regenerates.
regenerate.
Okay.
Now, if you kill the lich and immediately break the phylactery, doesn't matter.
Doesn't
if
matter.
you break the phylactery, and then the lich has time to make a new phylactery.
Got it.
So
Okay.
that is why it is less important about order, more important about timing.
Okay, got
So
it.
it's like the vampire with that
Mm.
coffin. Speaking of vampire, she will go over to Lorvas
Mm.
and give you. I don't think it does anything. She just wanted to do this.
Sure.
Before we washed ourselves off in our little car wash, she would have collected a little bit of the vampire's blood
Gross.
and brought it to you.
Thank you.
Say, I know you like the blood, so I got this from you from a vampire. But you would have liked them. There was blood everywhere.
Okay. Thank you, Miku.
You are welcome.
Thank you. And
She doesn't know you're a magic
and he will put it in his pocket.
She's like, this one likes blood.
He just uses his blood to do magic. He doesn't like it.
You don't have to explain it to
He just
me.
bathes in blood. No.
Cassandra knows that.
Me too.
I mean-
He likes blood. I was covered in blood. Save some for Laura.
Yes. I appreciate it. Thank you, Miku.
You are welcome.
Gross.
Okay. Anything else you guys would like to do before setting out?
Do we need to?
I'm gonna try the wine just before we leave.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a given.
I'm gonna make a canon that Samandriel turned 21 a month ago. So
Nice.
yeah.
Do it.
He was 20. So
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Pick a
Is this
birthday.
another
I'm
drinking
gonna say
contest?
last month was Exalt.
Exalt.
Exalt. I'm gonna say it was like I don't know, the 15th of Exalt.
15th
nice.
of Exalt.
Ago.
It's a good birthday.
nice.
If you guys missed it, we had a drinking contest with Hal.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And he slowly drifted off into
He did. Yeah.
Love that.
Beautiful.
I don't. Is there anywhere we can buy potions? I guess we should do that, probably.
Oh, I still have a potion of healing.
You are in the place that you can spend your blood coins. There are lots of things that you can attempt to find or purchase for them. So yeah,
I think
what are you looking
Are
for?
there any vials of wyvern poison?
I don't know. Roll a percentile.
Not your tempest.
I want it. Not my
Those are crazy.
Fucking 16.
Yeah, she's
To get
nice.
into
Yeah, that shit.
So we will always
I
keep
don't know.
6.
Just ignore it, man. No, don't even.
Maybe not
Don't even tell me. I don't need to hear it.
Yeah, we will.
Never mind.
I will push it off
I don't know why
6
I asked.
because that's enough for a full team.
No,
Yeah, I think so.
no.
But thanks for humoring
I'm
me.
sorry.
It's okay. One day.
That is okay.
After
Um,
she saw what it did, like
yeah.
how effective it was in that fight, she's like, I gotta get more of this shit. Because she's hunting assassins now, so she wants it.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything else you guys are shopping for?
Is there
Potions of healing?
Potions of healing.
Just any sort of healing potions, even if it's bought with mundane monies.
Oh, all right. we're
I
going-
like either one. If it is available via blood money, sure, blood money it is. But if it's available via people money, the party can pay for it.
Okay, out of game. What's blood money?
The Southern Brotherhood, the blood coins that we have.
Yeah, they're assassin coins that are unetched, and whenever you kill somebody that has a contract on them, you put a coin on their eyes, and it etches itself. And it's basically that you get it's enough money to pay for their soul,
Got it.
and then you can use it to in certain vendors that are assassin related to get more rare things because each coin is worth like 10,000 gold.
it just gets edgier and
10
edgier
for.
every
Yeah.
time.
Right?
I hear it.
I'm learning something new.
all the edgy
It's the
lord.
Southrian Brotherhood of Assassins specifically.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, specifically them,
And
and
for.
they are edgy.
They are. So
I was just
what
like,
not
promotions-
that bad.
I mean, they're assassins, and they deal with blood coins that are worth a soul.
It could be worse. There are worse assassins out
And that's true.
True.
Yeah, let's do this. I need to take a brief break.
Okay.
I need to take a 10.
Mhm.
And we can do the shopping and we'll figure out what we're doing the rest of the night. Okay.
Cool.
So if somebody doesn't mind, is she there? All right. So we will see you guys in just a few minutes. But until then, stay tuned. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have.
Cassandra playing Miku and Tempest, the Arctic Druid Storm Herald. Genasi. Air Genasi.
Carlos playing Samandriel, the knowledge cleric ranger Asimar.
Eric playing Rothgar Bertolto, the Dragonborn Barbarian Gentle.
Cole playing Tesla, the Warforged Artificer.
Matthew playing Lorvas, the High Elf Blood Mage.
And I'm Megan playing Maddie, the human swashbuckling rogue.
Okay. So we have taken a moment. We have reassessed what we are going to be getting up to. But if you guys would like to do any shopping, I know you were looking for potions.
Yes, mostly just of the health variety,
Or
but
the
I
poisonous
guess whatever potions they have.
Okay.
Potion seller, give me your strongest potion.
That is good.
Since this is a Sathrian area, if we show the blood coin, are there like different potions that are maybe not of the healing variety?
So pretty much what you are showing the Sathrian coins to get access to any of the magical items that they have. Most of the people here would not. It's a town that just some months ago was struck by a literal act of God.
True.
A god.
I mean, the Sky Emperor
Yeah.
Yeah, this,
blighted
the
the
god.
land.
Yeah.
So
to be fair,
There.
the head god.
We'll give him a pass this time. I feel like we're with these coins, just like
Where are we?
Garth and Wayne, just like
you are in Arardico. It is the city of temples.
is this where we found Tybalt?
No, you found Tybalt in not Arardico. I know that.
It was another city.
It
of
was.
temples.
It's not a city of temples.
Was it?
It was
It
the city.
wasn't Jalen, was it?
It was
Nope.
the city with the college.
Yeah, city with a college.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yep.
mean,
Yep.
there are temples in more than one city.
I just remember they were
This
like,
is-
there's 6
yeah.
temples. Which one do you want to go in? We were like,
There are 6. Yes, in that city there were 6 temples.
got it.
In this one, There
are
are
a lot more.
All
hundreds.
temples, okay.
Yes, all temples all the time.
Right. On
Right.
the same page.
Okay. So potions. Let's
Mhm.
talk potions and what they have available in a blood coin type fashion. I'm gonna ramble through things.
Mm-hmm.
Oil of slipperiness, potion of climbing, potion of diminution, potion of frost giant strength,
Mhm.
greater
What's that?
healing, greater healing, greater healing, growth, regular healing, regular healing, regular healing, heroism, storm giant strength,
Oh shit.
supreme healing, supreme healing.
Ooh.
Oof.
That's what they got.
What are the frost
Okay.
giants?
So that question, but also how,
It's like a 26, 28 strength.
yeah, the storm giant especially is
Is the-
just unnecessary.
it puts your strength at like a 24.
26, I think.
26.
Good
It costs on
It is going to be
the
extremely
healing potions.
expensive. Okay. The healing potions, 75 for each of the regulars,
Yep.
350 for each of the graders.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it is I've got to get you the price on the Supremes.
2 gold.
2d10.
They're having a sale.
Well, also, storm giant strength bumps it to a 29 for 1
So it'll
hour.
be a 27 for me.
No,
No,
it-
no,
it
no, no,
changes your score.
It
to a
changes your
29.
score to a 29.
Oh
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
For an hour.
Like, it's not plus-
Roll me a d4.
You hooked the
Plus
one.
What?
5.
25,000 for that
25,000?
25,000.
Each?
Looking like the Rock.
Well, that's unfortunate. Each coin we have is worth 10k.
Yep.
Okay.
So you could afford them.
We could. How
That is
much is the
perfect.
frost giant strength one? Worth?
Roll me a d4 again. Oh, 2d6. Roll me 2d6.
9.
I'm going to make it 8 to make
Okay.
it easy on myself. So that is 100,000 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
For the frost giant, not the storm giant.
Don't even ask about the storm giant. This
I
is-
know, yeah.
A million.
Okay, so Storm Giant is legendary.
Correct.
Frost Giant. Oh, I apologize. I gave you the Storm Giant.
Okay.
Okay.
The Frost Giant.
That's why I was like, what? The storm giant's gonna be like $3 million.
Thank you for keeping me honest. I rolled a 5,000.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Did anybody have any interest in the diminution, growth, or climbing potions? I don't.
No.
I have enlarge reduce.
Okay. 350 times 3 plus.
Hold, please.
For the longest time, I
Honestly.
thought that was engorge, not enlarge, because of
Okay.
another campaign, someone
Oh,
called it
geez.
engorge, and we
Mhm.
just stuck.
Gross.
Yep.
Get your mic.
So
God damn it,
all
Samantha.
I've been reading a lot of books.
She's been hanging
So-
out with Maddie.
so there's so I have an
Yeah,
issue.
right.
Wait, we can split the coins between different vendors, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay, because if we
You
buy
have
the
to spend
healing,
10 grand right now.
yeah, like if we,
You gotta spend it all.
yeah,
But you don't have to spend it in one spot.
okay,
Okay.
perfect. Because
Because you can go to the Imperial and give them and basically use the concierge service.
perfect. Because if we get all 3 of the greater healings and all 3 of the regular healings, it's only 1,275 gold,
That's smart.
and I don't really want to spend 25,000 gold on 2 potions of
Yeah.
supreme healing, even though supreme healing potions, just so everybody's aware, fucking great.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
will
sounds-
literally save your life.
10d4 plus
Um,
20. Hell yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's a lot.
But
Unless you roll all ones.
I don't think that we should get any of the others.
No. Miku you're going to catch her looking at the frost giant very longingly, but not because she wants it.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Is
Okay.
are there any firearms like guns?
Roll a percentile.
First roll of the night. Here we go. 28. No.
So the Empire does have a firearm dealer, but they are not stocked right now, especially after the expansionist or the militarization sort of summer they've been through. So not the. Also, the assassins don't tend to stock them unless they're trying to make a statement.
Makes sense.
So that is it potion wise.
Okay.
Are we're moving on looking for weapons? Heard somebody
We
wanted
wanted
a bow, right? Yeah.
Did those potions include magical items too? Or-
Or was it just potions?
That was just potions.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
I'm
wait.
understanding the question.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
like, wait,
we
did
can-
I say it wrong?
No, we can also go look for
Yes.
magical items.
Yes.
But that was just potions.
Yes. Correct. There you go.
Got it.
Okay.
How long would it take for you to enchant an item and keep it enchanted?
Well, I can enchant an item in about 5 seconds, and I can keep it enchanted as long as I am alive.
But if you wanted to enchant another item, you'd have to take the enchantment off item 1.
I have
Put on
up
them.
to 4 items that I can enchant. I have 2 items enchanted right now. It would be what you are wearing, and he pulls at his cloak, and they pull at their cloak. And this right here.
But like for something that take a long, like if you were to take a while and work at enchanting something.
Between a week and a year.
Just for
Okay.
it to permanently be enchanted.
Although
I
I,
mean-
can do armor in half the time, according to
Good to know.
battlesmiths.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Between a week and a year. I mean, at least it's not huge.
Yeah. Well, we're talking 1 to. Depends on how strong of an enchantment you're looking for, and he would need to go
Material search.
find materials. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Thank you.
So
So
weapons.
Yes.
Weapons. All right. +1 arrows, 20 of them. +1 hand crossbow. +1 javelin. +1 light hammer. +20. Never mind. +1 ammunition, 20 sling bullets.
Oh.
Plus 20. Good grief. What is this?
Take them all. Take 'em.
I have all of
All the money.
our coins.
3 million gold.
Whose soul do we have?
I will kill as many people as it takes.
We'll
The
turn on
plus
each other.
20 Holy Avenger.
Well, I don't want it if it's a whole.
It's an inevitable. We have our own.
+1 arrow, +1 crossbow.
+1 javelin, +1 great light hammer.
Mm-hmm. +2 dart.
Ooh.
+2 longbow.
Oh.
+2 mace. +2 quarterstaff. No.
+20, +20.
A net of warning.
Oh my god.
A net of warning. Just
Yeah.
on.
I fucking love that.
You might want to catch this
Scream.
fish. What
Okay.
fish?
And that was a bunch of bells.
But it only
on
tells you
Yeah,
after.
basically.
And a pike of warning.
How much is the quarterstaff?
And I assume same question for the mace and the same question for,
For
the
the
bow.
bow. Correct.
Yeah, everything that is +2 is rare.
Mm, Mhm.
So that is going to
Expensive.
be
yes. That's your giant D12, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan.
Love it. It's my favorite that I never get to use.
each of those is 15,000.
Cool.
You know what? I'm fine with my Morningstar.
What about the +1 arrows?
The arrows are 350.
And it's
For the
20.
bundle.
for 20.
Yeah. 350 for 20.
Okay.
So like that's not bad. You would have as long as you just have to keep
Yeah,
Keep
track of
which is fine.
that separate from your regular ammunition.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
I mean-
there's only 20. Or there's multiple bundles. It's just they're sold in bundles of 20.
They're sold in bundles of 20. He has 2 bundles.
Okay.
Does the dart go in a blowgun, or is it just like a dart?
Oh, it's more like a throwing knife.
So it's like a
more,
rope thing.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Or a monk.
yeah. Needles go in blowguns.
How much is the dart?
The plus 15,000
Because it's +2.
plus 2. Anything that's plus 2 is 15,000.
But it's only a D4, right?
The
Or
dart. Yeah.
Yeah.
D4? Plus 2.
But in the right hands,
Yeah.
in a
Like
monk's
in a
hands,
monk's hands.
that
like-
becomes a D8 or a D10.
D10, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
In a rogue's hands, that's a sneak attack with a
Oh,
plus
wow.
2. You know.
100%.
It-
I was
it-
gonna buy it as a gift, but never
No.
mind. I can't afford it.
I mean, so the
Listen.
thing is though, is even if let's say we get you the 40 arrows, right? Then we're still only spending 1,900 gold,
Out
and
of-
we have to spend 10,000.
There's the plus 1 javelin and the plus 1 hand crossbow. Those are both 700 apiece.
Doesn't Maddie use a hand crossbow?
Mhm.
Does Maddie want a +1 hand crossbow?
Nah, because it's not like her main thing.
But
She has
We
them.
have to spend the money, though.
well,
Roll me a
also
We
percentile.
can look at the magic items too.
yeah. Well, also the question for the hand crossbow is
46.
just getting able to bypass resistances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15.
She has magic darts.
Oh,
Maddie finds her rapier.
Yay! +1.
It is a plus 1 rapier.
Thank you.
and
So
that's
it's not
350.
700.
imbued
Or
with an evil
700.
god.
Yeah.
I think
No,
I think
there's
plus one
Don't
was
talk to me.
700.
there is no talking angry god. Well, I'll tell you what. Roll me another percentile.
Yeah. Oh my God, friends.
This is
about
what
to
I
be
want.
back.
This is what I want. 98.
Oh my god.
Please,
Shit!
please let there be.
There's Lundis again. He just walked by.
Why are there 3 of you?
Lundus the sword.
You
In
have
the
to.
background.
You have to kill the fake Lundus with the sword Lundus.
Nope, we
Then the
solved that.
ritual will be complete.
Which one? This is the real one.
Kill all of them with
No,
it.
we just
Kill all of
go
them
for
with it.
+2.
And we just listen to them talk to each other.
All plus
Okay.
two.
The,
Zero.
The rapier is 700.
Cool.
Yes.
Well,
Oh.
hold on that because the 98
Oh.
I will
Oh.
for usually for 95 and above I will go through some effort to find something that is cool. Because there are a whole bunch of tables
Yes.
for magic items
Yeah.
that I rarely use, but they're always fun.
Yeah. absolutely.
So let's go through this, shall we? Let's do it.
Woo.
Let's see. Roll me a
Buckle up.
d20.
Buckle up, friends.
2.
This item was created during the fall of the Republic.
Oh.
It's tied to a human of legend. I don't know which legend that is.
It's the opposite.
It's
Oh
my God.
Is the
They would be,
I
they
got
would be
you
earlier.
so.
Yeah. Okay. So that something's written on it. Forgotten tongue, ancient symbols. That's cool. Roll me a D8.
Mhm.
8.
8. Symbol of power. This item was once used as a part of a royal regalia. It's a badge of a high office. Its former owner or person, descendants might desire it. Mistakenly assume the owner is legitimate inheritor. All right, that's fun. Give me
Right,
another D20.
Renwick's gonna see that goddamn rainbow and go, wait, what?
Why do you have my rapier?
It's literally his.
While wielding this weapon, you always know north.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Roll me a D12.
11.
Nah, I don't like that. Roll it again.
That's right.
4.
I
You don't like
don't like any of these. I actually just read through them. Fuck that. We're not doing that.
Put that D12 away,
Put that
man.
D12 away. Yeah, the quirks are all like, it breaks really easy. It makes you hungry. You won't give. You become super covetous. You have to lick it. Like it's like no, I don't.
Well, actually, the last one.
I mean,
Yeah,
Have to, I just do it.
that's the
yeah,
one.
that's
I
just
made,
a that's just a
so.
Maddie thing,
Yeah.
not a
Are
sword
you
problem.
intimidating someone if you don't lick the blade first? The entire length of it?
Tell you what, roll me one more.
Impressive.
Roll me one more 100, and I might have you roll it again if I don't like what it is.
Okay, 87.
Ooh, that's a good one. Great. This is done. So it's a +1. It's got all those other things,
Mhm.
and it scores a critical on a roll of a 19 or 20.
Oh, shit.
Snap.
That's awesome.
So what is that called? It's not adamantine. Or is it
Uh,
it's like Great Weapon
let-
Master.
le-
No,
um,
it's
No, Great Weapon
neither.
Master doesn't have
it's
that.
none of that.
It's a improved critical.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought there was like a
Yeah.
thing.
It's a fighter thing that's
Mhm.
I think just called improved critical.
Yep. It's a
So
champion
we
fighter.
will say this is called the Betrayer's Bane.
Oh,
This is the rapier that had pierced the spine of our ancient betrayer from whom the keep was named.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's
Thank
the
you.
best.
So
I
the,
love
but,
magic items.
but that means it is more expensive.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah. So
Weirdly enough.
we're gonna make it a bit more expensive there. I'm gonna say it'll be. I know what you're trying to accomplish, and since you rolled a 98, whatever the remainder of the coin is from what you've spent so far,
Cool.
so like 9,000.
Cool. Tight.
Cool.
You got it.
So
Does anybody else need anything else?
I was just
Oh, we
curious
good.
to
Not
see
from
what,
the shop.
what items they had, but
yeah, we can. Yeah,
just out of
We can
curiosity.
look.
you have more than one coin.
We do.
It
I
is,
also have money. Like,
Yeah.
If anything, like I
but that doesn't.
They
that-
don't accept
that
money.
doesn't-
broke.
Your money is
You
not
look
good here.
Oh.
Howard.
my money's not good.
No.
That is literally what they have. So at the random trader, we get a few more weapons. We get some +1 spears, +2 great club, a crystal ball.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fun. Dust of sneezing and choking.
Okay.
Elemental gem fire.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Uh,
wait, Tesla's gonna like.
Everyone's like, oh, and I'm like,
Tesla's really gonna look at that.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a gem one-time use. Summons a fire elemental.
Yeah, how much is the dust?
700.
The sneezing powder dust?
Yep.
Yes, please.
that sounds awesome.
How much is the fire elemental?
700.
700.
Is that it?
No.
Oh.
Potion of speed. Ring of spell storing.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And nothing else worth. And 20 arrows of walloping ammunition.
The hell is that?
Walloping?
Yeah, it's 50. It has a chance to knock them prone.
Oh.
Has a chance to turn you Australian?
How much is that one?
Wallaby?
That's-
Wallaby
It's-
ammunition.
Give them a wallop. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
How many arrows is it?
20 arrows
How much?
and 50 gold pieces.
We're gonna work on
Are those
It's not great.
it. Australian's hard.
Australians?
It is.
Very hard.
Australians very
It's so
hard.
hard. It's really difficult to
You gotta
No.
find that one sound that gets you there.
Yeah.
Australian's hard.
No.
Bad.
Not good at it.
You sound like you're like from New York
Nah.
trying to do
Hey.
Australian.
I'm not good at any of them.
If I do it long enough, it'll turn cockney.
That is the vocal equivalent of kitten mittens.
Right? Yeah, I'll hit all the other accents. as we
Disregard the
go.
walloping.
It's a fantasy
Okay.
Australia.
That is, yeah. Australia is
'Cause
a
I'm assuming-
fantasy. And we love Australia, but that place is not
Real plus
real.
one.
It's
Yeah.
Florida, the other side of the world. Come on.
Is anybody interested in any of those things other than the gem and the dust?
The ring is interesting.
The ring of
What
spell
does that
storing?
do? Besides store
lets-
spell, please
it-
no one.
It lets you store up to I think 3 levels worth, maybe 5 levels worth of spells, depending on the ring. Either a 5th level spell or like 5.
5,000 for the ring.
So you can use that instead of a spell slot.
You use the spell slots, but what you do is like a day before, you
You can-
put stuff in it, and then you regenerate your spell slots. So now you have some extra.
So I can put like a level 5 cure wounds into it the night
Mhm.
before, and it stays stored. And it
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
spend when you spend it. It doesn't use up
It doesn't use up one of
A
your current
spell
spells.
Not one of your current spell slots.
but it is expended from the item.
Correct.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Okay.
someone who's not a caster can use it.
That's true.
The very
And
It does require attunement, and other casters can cast spells in it
Right.
that you would not normally be able to cast.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you could put a heal in there for Lore Boss.
Yeah, because
Or-
at some point,
or like
Tiny, who was a straight fighter, had a spell store with like all the heals. In
Well,
it.
also
Just a
you
healing
can,
word.
well,
like,
you can also put like you can put concentration spells in it,
Right.
like a hold person on your fighter, because
Mhm.
your fighter is more likely to be able to hold concentration than your wizard
Mhm.
because of con
And-
scores and things like
Up
that.
to 5 levels, so I can do like 5 level ones.
It's-
it's
Whatever,
3 or
whatever it
5.
is for the
Whatever it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. I think it is either 3 or 5, I believe.
That's right.
But the other good tactics for using it is anytime you can get your beefier characters, your barbarians, your fighters to concentrate on things that are valuing them.
Yeah.
For instance, like a fly spell, those things that they're going to have, one, they need to move, and two, the wizard or the cleric can spend their time concentrating on something else. Concentration economy is a mastery of 5th edition.
Yes.
Like that is that's a lot of like theory crafting, and when you really get into like hardcore tactics types games, maximizing concentration is a
Crucial.
Absolutely.
That's a
Possible.
possible item.
Plus 5 to the constitution.
Yep. Same.
It's a good one.
Same.
Just saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Plus 1400 plus
100%.
5,000. So without the magic crazy sword, we are spending 8,375. With mysteriously priced crazy
9,000.
sword, we will be spending 17,000. So 2 coins worth, and have a little bit left over that we don't spend, which I'm fine with.
So there's 3,000 left.
2,625, and I'm okay ditching that.
Are there any?
You
Agree.
said 2,300?
2,625.
I'll take
The
that.
last places you could check in are like armor, wandrite, or scribe.
And if we
Is
don't
there a
find
clothing
anything,
shop?
Huh?
Clothing shop, tailors.
Hat store.
So these are specifically for assassins.
Who
The-
need to blend
and-
in
and-
and look fly as fuck.
This is for their tools.
Can
These
we-
are for you are as
Clothing
an
is.
Well, we could go to the armor smith, and they
Yeah.
might have some like clooks.
Assassins wear hats,
and
Cody.
things.
Even
have-
assassins.
as far as I've
Size.
been taught, they wear hoods and nothing else.
That's right.
Just hoods.
and if we
Just-
have 50 gold, I'd say
Start
I'll
graving
just
naked
take the
and
prone
hoods.
arrows
Okay.
if we have 50.
You
left
got
over.
it.
Yeah.
Like
What
I
are
still
those
got
called?
Walloping.
arrows.
Walloping.
The wallaby arrows.
The
The wallaby
Wallaby
arrows.
arrows.
Wallaby arrows.
All the arrows.
The wallaby darn.
like I still got 3 more.
I almost
fingers
wrote
to
wallaby.
Have, so.
Beautiful.
They're the arrows of Cody confounding.
The arrows of what accent do I do next?
It's not good.
When in doubt, go back to Hans.
So that was 50.
Always go back to Hans.
So things here at the armory place. +1 chain, +1 padded adamantine breastplate, adamantine chain shirt, adamantine half plate. Don't even bother mentioning that. Armor of resistance, half plate poison. Armor of resistance, leather thunder. Resistance padded cold. And that's it.
Okay.
Leather thunder. Resist the leather.
What type of armor is a chain shirt?
It's light.
Light
No,
or
it's
medium.
medium.
Is it
Medium?
medium?
Chain shirt can actually be worn by any.
Pretty sure chain shirt's medium.
Chain shirt is medium.
Elven
Seven.
chain shirt can be worn by anybody.
Right.
Ah,
That's me.
okay.
That's
Yeah, it's medium.
Medium.
Right.
Okay. Because I'm trying to figure out
Got it
what
confused.
is studded leather light or medium.
Medium.
That's
Studded leather is
light.
light.
I think it's the
Studded leather is light.
most protective of the
Yeah,
lights.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's the best.
Padded is the other.
Padded
light.
is the other one, but no, it's
But
12 plus your dex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But it gives you disadvantage at stealth, I believe.
It does
Padded.
not. Padded.
Padded does.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool.
There's a medium that could do disadvantage.
It's
scale in half.
yeah.
Breastplate doesn't give you disadvantage.
No, breastplate is the good one because it doesn't give you
If
disadvantage.
you're not using dex,
Mhm.
it's your modifier, in which
Yeah,
case,
yeah.
just stick with light.
Yeah.
Mm. 'Cause I'm trying to figure out if I can wear medium armor. I don't think I can. No, I cannot. Is anybody interested in any of those things?
I'm good.
Don't wear armor anymore.
I don't wear armor, so.
I have scale mail already.
You interested? Okay. Well, thank you for your patronage and your time.
And then you said what was the other thing? The other place? Oh, it was armor.
It was
Uh,
wands and
wands and
scribing.
scrolls.
Yeah,
Scroll.
like spell scrolls.
Yeah.
I'm
Can't
good.
hurt to
Wand of the War Mage.
Peruse.
One, 2, 3.
Jesus.
Wand of Enemy Detection. Lightning Bolts. Magic Missile. Magic Missile. Magic Missile. Polymorph.
Oh.
Wand of Secrets.
That is such a fucking useless wand. I hate it.
Web,
Cast.
Web, and Wonder. Wand,
Fuck.
wand of
A
Wonder.
wand of wonder.
Oh,
that's gonna be
God.
like 30,000 gold.
Did
Did you
It's
say
fine.
a wand of wand?
Wonder.
Oh, just a wand.
Those
Someone's
break
another wand
games.
of
Do
any
you,
kind.
do you wanna roll the 2d10
Sure.
on the Wonder? Go
Sure.
for it.
What does the wand of wonder do?
It
I'm
does a
sorry.
lot of
You have
things.
to roll.
It's like the wild magic table, but better, and you can break it, and it explodes and hurts everybody around. It's wild.
You could
Relatable.
potentially
It's
break the
relatable.
12.
party.
12,000.
All right.
Oh, 12,000's not bad
Actually
for a
not-
wand of wonder.
Yeah, that isn't bad.
We got 200 left on
I'm
the one
gonna-
coin. And I'm saying
Yeah,
we got
no,
200
it's
left
true.
on the one,
2,000 on the one, and you
And
can do a
the-
whole other
and a whole
coin.
other coin.
And then we have to do this all over again. We have 4.
Okay.
I think
Apparently,
we should.
apparently we have
Yeah,
4.
Don't use them all.
Really, we have 10, but we are reserving 6 so that we can get into like
I
the
still have-
safe houses
Yeah.
and
I
the,
still have my etched coin
that's in
that
the.
was given to me.
I'm just kind of putting that as like
Yeah.
we have this amorphous 6 that are handed to the table when necessary. Okay. I don't want any of these wands. Do any of you want them?
Scrolls?
The scrolls?
That's the last category.
I want it, but no.
We can go get another edged coin. It'll be fine.
That's what we can do now.
Yeah, I'm saying.
The
But
wand
then
of,
we can do it with a wand of wonder.
the wand of wonder.
I'm just going to read these spell scrolls out.
Yep.
Tell me to stop.
Yep.
If something's interesting. Bane. Compulsion. Detect thoughts. Liamon's secret chest. Light. Minor illusion. Nistul's magic aura. Spider climb. Thunder wave. Tree stride. Witch bolt.
Which
Witch bolt.
I was a wizard. Above all.
What's tiny what the hell is that?
It
Tiny
creates a chest that I think locks, and it's like Liamon's tiny hut, but for your items.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can lock something that nobody else can open it.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And hide it in a pocket dimension.
Yeah, basically. And then what's the mystic aura? I don't remember.
I think it protects you
says-
from being detected.
Yes.
Oh, from
Yeah.
magical
It
means or whatever.
divination spells reveal false information.
Yep.
Okay. I don't. Do any of you want? Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Then we'll just waste the last 2,000,
You're
and
good.
we will spend.
Can we use it to buy drinks?
You have a very fancy dinner.
Hell yeah!
There we
Off
go.
guard.
It wasn't
is
wasted. It was just spent on
A
food.
very fancy dinner.
Yes, exceedingly fancy. They bring
Okay.
you food before you know you wanted it.
And it's noodles.
They use
And-
detect thoughts to read
And there's
your mind.
there's no menu.
There
Yeah.
is no menu.
What?
Do you have any dishes that play with time?
So we
We've
do
had enough
have
time playing.
Whoa.
we do have 6 potions to hand out now, 3 greater healing and 3 regular healing. Who does and does not have any potions?
I have a regular healing, so I'm good.
I mean, I don't have anything.
I don't think I have any healing
Do you have
potions,
any healing
but I
potions?
am a healing potion.
Yeah, so am I. So it's not really the end of the world.
Yeah, but if you have it on you and you go unconscious, someone can heal you.
True.
So how about both of you take a regular healing potion? So, Miku, did you say that you had any healing potions or no?
I have 2 healing potions, 1 elixir of health, I have 4 leaves of life leaf, and then I have materials to make potions, but
Okay.
that takes some time.
Okay. I'm going to take a greater healing potion and a regular. And now we have 2 greater healing potions to pass out, fight amongst yourselves. Please, God, somebody take them.
I'll take a greater.
All right. Somebody else take the last greater healing potion.
Hrothgar's up for it.
Okay. And if nobody specifically wants the Ring of Spell Storing, I'm putting it in the bag.
Well, I was going to say, do we want to the concentration modification stuff? Do we want to put it on me? I have a +5 to my con,
Yeah.
and so my save for that is +9.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The only thing that I think could be useful from my spell list for you would be Blur. It gives other people disadvantage to hit.
That'd be
No, I
good
got a
because then I
bunch.
could reckless and just take straight attacks,
Mhm.
which would be fun.
And yeah, exactly. You get advantage against them. They're hitting you regular.
Oh, I already get advantage against.
Well, because of
yeah,
reckless.
because of reckless. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, those are a lot of
concentration
stuff I
stuff.
can give you.
It's the full cleric spell list up to level 5, 6.
Yeah.
So
How do you have the full cleric?
because
spell?
every
Clerics.
because you do that thing.
every day
Clerics
we
know
pick and
all
choose.
of their spells.
Yeah.
They
Their
just
their
pick
god
it
does
together.
not make them learn them. It just says, "What would you like from the menu today?"
Yeah.
You know,
basically.
What would you like to
What
do
was I
today?
about to
So
look
literally,
at?
like I
That's what was
can give you. I
It's
can even
5
give you
levels.
like
5.
infinite
Okay, I was about to look that up. If you are going to take a high level healing spell for the thing, I recommend a mass heal, not
A person,
several individual heals.
I'm gonna
We
put
have
my,
learned that is the more efficient way to do that. I
yeah. I'm
think.
going to for this. Then I'll put my Ioun Stone of Protection.
Okay.
I'm going to get rid of that. Then I'm going to put that back in the bag,
Okay.
which drops me back to an 18 for my armor
Yeah.
class anyway. So
Wait.
that's still fine.
Guthrie.
That may have been from a long time ago.
Okay.
Just write it down.
Okay.
I don't understand your.
There
system.
is an Ioun Stone with Hrothgar's name next to it somewhere. There should be.
Gauntlet of Ogre Power.
I have a mass cure wounds,
Instant
but not a
protection?
mass heal.
I have mass
No, that's Mass Cure.
Okay.
It's a Mass Heal.
Yeah, she's up to
So
6
6 creatures
creatures.
and a 30-foot radius
Oh,
of your
goodness.
Just give me
Gracious.
heat medicine and grab someone's sword.
When
Heat
do
it
you-
up and put it in their hands.
You guys just making up magic items over there?
And that's that's a fifth
That's a
level.
fifth
I
level.
think she
No,
might
you-
just
you'd
have
be
it
the only
instead of
able to
Guthrie.
take that.
Because this
But everyone
this
gets
rarely gets
3d8
updated.
plus their spellcasting.
We've been trying.
I know.
People have been trying.
I know, but
I think
it
it's-
does not always get updated.
Yeah.
So occasionally there are errors, and I think Guthrie just doesn't have it. Because I know we have an Iron Stone of Reserve going
We
to
had a couple.
somebody.
We had a couple stones. So
True.
So do we decide if we're
I
gonna
don't
take
know.
a contract to go hunt a monster?
Yeah, I think you guys are doing a
That's Sathrian.
yeah
Contract.
monster
A
contract.
Sathrian contract?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is there like a board where we just go pick it out?
I think. Okay, sure. Everybody, roll me a D100.
It's like in Fairy Tale. They have like a
Mhm.
job
The
board.
contract job
Like
board.
D100?
I think
Yeah,
a Borderlands.
percentile.
Oh,
Um,
49.
And with your number, I will need a 12. D12 and a percentile. please.
oh,
oh shit.
49
numbers?
and then 10.
Okay, I will start over there with 49 and 10.
If it's 0, 0 and a number,
Then it's
the
just
zero
the
and the
number.
number.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just the one
It always
spot.
confuses me.
No, you have it.
8.
I wanna make sure.
I did not want it. So you have the gem.
So-
you have the dust.
and I'll take the
Mhm.
ring.
Yes.
If you guys want to.
What level is
decide.
mass?
Mass
Healing-
cure wounds is
Mass
5.
cure wounds is 5. Mass healing word, I think, is.
What was your number?
49
But mass
and
healing word is.
So there is a
Not as
contract
It's
to
not,
head into
But it
the
is
Underdark
bonus action.
and take out a enclave of Duergar.
What is
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
So if you want it as a bonus
I
action.
apologize,
for-
not
yeah,
Duergar.
if you want it for some,
Up to 6 people, 60 feet.
yeah,
Ogres.
that's a very
Ooh.
good idea.
Ogres in the
Like
Underdark.
Ogres in the Underdark.
Huh.
So Mandriel, what was your D12?
My D12 was a 7.
A 7. Okay. And what was your number?
8.
8.
Yes.
Werewolves
Oh shit!
in the hills outside of Willen.
sounds like a kid's series.
I
Like
don't know if we can.
ogres in the Underdark, werewolves in the hills.
I don't know if we can do that one.
Outside
because
2 for my
it's near
D12
Two.
Willen.
and 27 for my D100.
Okay. Um,
Oh shit! Oh shit! Ooh.
This is gonna be interesting.
Ooh.
27.
Yes, 27 for my 100.
So Huijin.
Oh,
Bless you.
fish,
Shark
fish,
people.
fish people.
Oh yeah, the
Shark
fish
people.
people.
Evil shark
Ooh-ha-ha.
people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Evil shark people.
Are they evil?
Yes.
97
We're
on
not- I
the
befriended enough
D100
evil.
and a 3 on the D12.
Ooh. This is in the desert.
Oh.
97.
You're like,
Nah, I don't like
Mm.
Last time we were in a desert, we got involved with time.
An adult blue Draco Lich.
Oh.
Draco Lich?
Oh.
no.
Oh.
No.
Maybe we go fight that.
No. Fuck that.
I got also a 97,
Nice.
and I got a 4.
A 4.
Draco Lich in a forest.
No, this one is an adult green Draco Lich, also in the desert.
We saw a
Turns
green
out
dragon
it's a
that
coven.
escaped, so.
So this is the grasslands,
Oh,
and it is
I don't like
Mhm.
that.
it is not a fight, but it is a negotiation
Okay.
with an adult gold dragon.
Okay.
oh,
I'm fucking enough of dragons.
oh.
Fuck dragons.
After the
Huh.
movie,
You don't say.
80 and a 1.
Oscar's just over here with massive boners.
I kind of want to fight the Draco Lich.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. So it's up to you. If you want blur, that's the second level spell. So the most you could do would be the mass healing word, which is not bad because you use your action a lot. You don't have very many bonus actions, to my knowledge,
I have muscular
because
strength.
most
Adult
Barbarians
white
don't.
dragon in the northern mountains.
looks like
So
we gotta
much
fight some
dragon,
dragons,
right?
my
20
dude.
dragons.
Never too many.
So I got werewolves in the hills.
But those are very close to Willen,
I got ogres in
and
the
I really
Underdark.
don't want us to get arrested.
I got shirk people.
Ogres in the Underdark.
Dragons.
And then a table of dragons.
So we're gonna bypass
the dragon
this.
table.
Do you want to talk to the
Um,
dragon?
I always want to talk to a dragon.
That'd be kind of fun.
I mean, gold dragons are theoretically nice.
A nice dragon. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're metallic. They're
metallic
not, they're not,
metallic
like,
dragons are
evil.
theoretically nice.
You know it is a negotiation.
But
Yes.
yeah, but we are negotiating something.
Do we know what we're negotiating?
Nope.
We don't know what they're going. Okay. Negotiations have not been going so well, I think, so far. But I'm always down to have a nice chat with a friendly creature.
How
Which I'm
much are
not
they
good at
willing
judging.
to pay us for the Draco Lich?
For the Draco Lich?
Yes.
And they better be willing to pay through the nose.
What do you think is a fair amount
Matthew
of
doesn't
Sathrian coins?
Matthew doesn't know because I don't know much about Draco Liches, and
Oh,
neither does
they're-
Loravos, except that they're really crazy.
So what are you asking for?
Does
Is there do any of these list payment on the or is that one payment specifically? It's
The
payment
dragons
is
are
negotiable.
the dragons are payment negotiable.
Okay. Then can I
so
do
Huijin is probably only like a D4 plus 1.
Yeah.
The werewolves are maybe a d6 of coins. The ogres are probably a d6 as well. Although I will say I'll give you 2d6 on hazard because of the Underdark being
Crazy.
infested with
Everything.
everything.
Can
Look,
Can-
I don't want to be that guy, but we've been through a lot.
Yeah.
it was
So-
4 months ago?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Listen, Lord of us.
Lord of us.
No, you
I'm
don't get to
kidding.
say that.
Lord of us is like, guys, don't be pussies. It was
Honestly,
so long ago.
honestly.
That was before summer break.
It was.
You didn't see the Imperium.
I'm just sitting there like, I get that. Yeah, I really do. But maybe if we're already having to deal with a lich, a Dracolich on the table, maybe just, because his phylactery is going to be a continent. And so
I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure that's how that works.
Raftar doesn't care. That's how
fair.
it works.
Out of curiosity, can Lorvas do a nature check on, or a history check on Draco Liches?
Which would you like?
History because I'm better at that.
Can Tosa do the same?
Rothgar's proficient.
16.
24.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go with that.
What sort of information are you looking for?
The relative danger
And like
and what
lore
Yeah.
behind them, and like stories that might come to mind of legends of adventurers fighting them
Okay.
And winning.
and theoretically winning, if there are any stories like that. And if not, we leave this contract behind for sure, even though we're probably already leaving it behind.
I'm going to say stories of people engaging and fighting them are rare. However, here with a 24, you guys do know some things. Even as long-lived as dragons are, some of them are not okay shuffling off this mortal coil. And so they seek to extend their lives through the similar unholy means that other magic spellcasters would be capable of. They retain their shape. They look as though they are rotting. It's usually evil dragons that do that. They tend to attract many servants. Doing so requires the cooperation between a dragon and a group of mages or cultists to properly perform the ritual.
We would be ridding the earth of.
I'm just saying
of
right
great
now, if you
evil.
choose that, you guys can go do it. Miku is 100% not going to go.
We're-
I will
Usually
sit
they
down.
have a gemstone for a phylactery.
Yep, sitting that shit out. Fuck that.
They are as dangerous in undeath as they are in life, if not more so.
Yeah.
Is it considered undead? Yes.
It is.
Undead are my favorite enemy now.
It's true.
And they are a great evil that are blighting this world that we should do.
You can go.
You almost
I'm not
got through it.
I almost made it through the sentence.
It's
But-
close.
We Dracolich, Gold Dragon. White dragon?
Negotiation, white dragon.
Mm-hmm.
How old was your white dragon?
Adult.
Adult.
They're all adults
Okay.
except for
adult.
They are.
The
Well,
Draco-
they are
which
all
is the
adult. The Draco Lich is probably the toughest of the opponents. Well, I would say actually the Draco Lich is
ancient.
no. It's adult. It was adult when it passed. It didn't. It was an eager Draco Lich. It didn't. It didn't wait to get old. It was too pretty.
It's called
got-
retirement planning.
It
Man.
got-
Yeah.
You're
he-
never too young to start your 401k, kids.
They wanted
I started at
to.
19.
I also have one.
Give me nature checks.
There's no joke in that thing. I have one now.
Nature.
Oh, that was a
Ah.
17, you piece of
Oh, you.
5.
Oh,
26.
11.
13.
Oh,
I know shit.
Apparently, I'm not allowed
Yep.
to
Not
do
paying attention.
intelligence
So,
tonight.
fighting the, I will let you guys know, relatively fighting the adult gold dragon is on par with fighting the
Oh, shit.
adult blue Dracolich,
Oh shit!
if it came to that.
Yeah, if we fight.
The adult white dragon is an appropriate challenge
Mm.
for heroes of your stature.
Do we know that white is
It's cold. Yeah.
We do know.
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Absolutely.
I know.
And-
I know it as person.
No. Yeah, with
and also
definitely
evil.
with those checks. Yeah, and you know they're evil.
So
Yeah,
it's
they
a
t-
cold dragon,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but it's evil.
Yes.
Yes.
An evil.
Or-
cold
And
dragon.
can I also mention that they typically have a horde?
Dragons usually do
take
come with
through.
hordes.
And minions.
And
and
white
minions.
is the most feral.
So they probably don't
Oh, they're
have
not.
too many
They're
minions.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the most
Like-
animalistic
Mhm.
of the 5 chromatics.
Most smartest.
Yeah.
They're not the smartest.
So I've never been to the Underdog. I've heard great
It's
things.
not. It's not great. I'm not gonna lie.
I would genuinely prefer not to, but if we think that's what's best.
This is where the dragon.
No.
No,
No.
that's where the
Ogres
ogres are.
That's where the ogres are.
Yes.
I will also let you guys know we're getting close to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think we are
Planning for
between-
next week's session. essentially.
Well, or
Or
just
Wednesday.
or we do Sahuagin or werewolves or ogres.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to do werewolves because it's too close to Willie.
Yeah, that one just runs the risk of
So-
us
So
getting
how about
arrested.
we roll evens and odds?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Who's rolling?
Okay,
Do it.
All right.
so
It's up to
you're evens, she's odds.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean he'll just
It'd be one
he'll
roll.
just yeah
Sure.
one roll.
Go for
One
it.
roll.
Who wants to roll it?
3.
So we are doing ogres in the underdog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Underdark ogres. 2d6 coins.
Hey, it could be 6.
Yeah, also the underdog is just very dangerous right now.
Well, let's just do this again.
No, it's
No, let's
it's fine.
get the.
What can go wrong?
the underdog.
Like-
The
Too
dice
late.
have made a decision.
Yep.
Underdark
I
ogres.
feel like
The
it's too
Underdark-
late to fight a dragon.
Well, that's also
That-
Like
Also true.
it's almost 11 o'clock.
4 coins.
Okay,
Coins.
cool.
Not bad.
No, but I'll take it.
You guys roll me a d4. Somebody. Or one person.
one.
Great.
That doesn't sound it.
From there, it is about a journey, a week's journey away from Arartico
Okay.
to the island, which you are utilizing as your entry point into the Underdark.
Mhm.
Many of the safer or more civilized entry points have been boarded up. They are dangerous. This particular place is part of a deep mining facility. And it is at the bottom of the mine where the ogres are reportedly disrupting.
Mhm.
You guys begin your descent.
Into
And
madness.
Mm-hmm.
I would like all of you
Literally,
to make me survival checks.
Oh.
Also, I apologize. Did somebody earlier write down what month it is?
It
Dusk.
is the
Dusk.
first of dusk.
Thank you.
Now it's the 7th.
Now it's 7 because the 8th
Or
because
eighth.
we're weekly.
Yeah.
You said survival?
Which die do I roll?
Right. 14.
25.
12.
6.
19.
18.
Maddie's having flashbacks. Last time she was down here was when we lost the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. The time before that was when she died.
And the time before that was when
When she killed Cat.
when she killed Cat.
She really likes the Underdark. What you need to know is stuff gets done in the Underdark.
It is
Things happen down
definitely
here.
That's right.
Things happen.
So there we
No.
I should have made
Okay.
that.
are. How many people rolled 20 or above?
How dare you ask that?
Rolled a 19.
It would make sense.
Okay.
I've got really good survival.
As you guys are descending down, you find portions of the.
Thought you said Portia, and I was like, what?
I love her.
You find portions of the area that have been caved in, very particularly. And Miko, you do easily notice that it is a very specific path that is being created for you guys to follow. Unfortunately, just as you are coming to that discovery, your team has moved out in front of you. And
Can't go this way.
I would
Gotta go
like
here.
all of you to make dexterity saving throws. You have advantage
As
on
do I.
yours.
Can I retroactively say that in that week I had put a level 3 mass healing word in the ring?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he has a blur spell.
Cock.
16.
So blur and a level. Level blur's third level, right?
Blur is second.
Blur's second, and
Also-
okay.
On the way down, can I have talked?
Absolutely.
And you
15.
have
I thought it was that
Death
six.
Ward.
No,
It's
the 6
15.
was the different thing. My bad.
You have Death Ward.
And also, before I would have touched Maddie.
I just
Uh,
touched her.
She'll allow it.
You have a +2 to AC.
Oh,
She will
shit.
allow it. Oh my god.
And Rothgar's weapon.
It's already a +1.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, do
I'm
you want
saving
to,
you.
do you want it to be a +2? It's +2 now. Now that I'm at level 12.
Oh, shit.
Rothgar gets a +2 to diplomacy.
Oh, diplomacy is now +2.
Yeah.
I love you.
Do I have any time to try to
that's-
warn them at all?
No.
No. Okay.
It's, hey guys, I think, ah! That's about as well as the warning goes.
I would
That's
make
fair.
concern though.
DC of 18. Who succeeded?
Nice, 21.
Whee, a
Nice.
19.
Everyone who saw it, I did not.
Thank you for resilience, by the way.
You're welcome.
Training
I
paid
will
off.
wait for
Yes.
Whatever the fuck.
Dex.
So it is not a trap. It is it is a trap, but it is like a rock slide. The floor gives out from underneath you, and rapidly you guys are the Goonies going down the slide. But it is far less wet and far more bumpy. So as you guys are falling, if you succeeded in your saving throw, you are going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. If you failed, you are going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. You can have it to 4.
Thank you.
Okay. You go tumbling
Can I
down.
reaction levitate as soon as I feel myself falling?
Is levitate a reaction?
No.
I just have it naturally, so I
Featherfall
don't know.
is.
No.
Okay.
Levitate
Levitate's
is
not a
not.
reaction.
Levitate's an action.
So you guys go sliding down the slide, and absolutely, and you end up getting spit out into what is very much. It looks like mud, or like where mining sort of
Slurry.
would be flushed out.
Yeah.
The sort of water from it, and you guys go crashing into this about knee deep, thick stuff,
Whoa.
and from there you feel the floor sort of tip to one side. What would you guys like to do?
How hardcore is it tipping? Like, are we about to start sliding?
You're afraid of it. The
Okay.
longer you're here, as you guys start to make it to your feet, the more you are beginning to become convinced that this is not the end of the sliding.
Does it feel like a displacement thing or just
It feels
if we balance the room, would it be fine? Or
maybe that's worth a try.
Let's do it.
Try to balance.
Okay. So you guys begin to spread out, and you start to balance the room as it
Really
works.
feeling out the space, making sure that
Breathe.
we're spreading out the energy.
Do you still have can we see well where we are?
Do you have dark vision?
Okay. Do you have the drift globe with you still?
Yeah, I do.
Do you wanna if you like if we stabilize it, if you can throw up the drift globe, then we can
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, I was gonna cast daylight, but that's better because I don't use a spell slot.
There you go.
The drift globe goes up into the air. You guys begin to balance out the room. You can feel that the this ledge that you're on, that thick slurry, that mud, that muck, is about knee deep for most of you. It slows you as you walk, but you do begin to balance it out. And as I'm probably gonna say Tesla, because you are, I think, the heaviest, gets to sort of the side that was starting to lurch up. It leans back down and begins to balance. And then you guys all feel this as though it now releases from that side, whatever was sort of holding it in place. And you begin once more this rapid descent. But this time it is on a
Level surface.
It is on a
Are
surface.
we
Like a lift.
Like a lift. It's like it is like an elevator that is falling that is not quite in free fall, but you guys are going down.
And we're still knee deep in water?
Yeah, you're knee
Well,
deep in like mud.
Oh, mud.
Yeah, in like mud.
Can I look around to see if there's like a doorway
to the
on
end of
that
it.
level that we're on, or is this
You
something
have-
we need to go down?
You have descended past the level at that point. There is no level. You're just in this tube.
Maddie, can I
Uh,
hop in?
Do we want to stop this?
Get on in.
Lorvas hops in.
Well, do we want to stop this from going down, or do we want to let it go down?
I don't know if we can.
Well, I was gonna say if I cast transmute rock around the edges to try to stop it.
You can try.
I'm gonna do that then.
What does transmute rock do?
40-foot stone to mud or mud to stone.
Okay.
We're in mud, right?
Yeah.
So
You're-
around placing the edges, I can turn it to
There's
stone. and
stone
try to-
underneath the mud, though.
Yeah, but if I turn it to stone, won't it go like stick against
Fuse
the side?
to the
and-
wall?
Yeah, fuse to the wall and not go down. Let's stop
No,
it.
it's just going to become stone.
However, it's still gonna keep
It's
moving.
still gonna keep
Yeah,
moving.
because there's a stone underneath there that's already moving.
Got it.
You're not shaping stone.
Mhm.
That would
Yeah.
would do that.
Well, I do have stone shape,
Here's your chance.
but it's only 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
Make a kickstand.
I don't, I don't know what I would shape the
I
stone
don't
if it's just
Or I
all
can-
straight going down. like
Actually,
this.
I can do I'll pull out the disco staff and cast Wall of Force underneath us.
okay. You cast Wall of Force. You have to be able to see where you're casting it.
Let me check.
How wide is it?
Wall of Force, it can be
20
10.
foot radius.
Oh, I mean, the room.
20 foot radius.
Oh, the room is 20 feet. This wall of stone is 10. Well, no, that's 10 by 10 panels. So I can do it across. I can form an X underneath us, right?
If you do, you have to be able to see.
Wall of
I don't think so.
Stone
Just says
doesn't.
connecting with.
A point you
existing
choose
stone.
within range. Same thing for Wall of Force. If
So
you
there
want,
you go.
if you want, I can do it with Wall of Force because it's through an item,
Okay.
and so I
Oh,
don't have to
that's-
expend a spell slot.
Yeah,
Great.
do that.
You cast the Wall of Force, and it rapidly does kind of stop you guys. You sort of there for a moment. I'd like all of you to make perception checks.
Gosh.
3,
Lorvas is busy
21.
casting a spell.
21,
29.
21.
20.
14.
Everybody with 20 and above, you guys can hear up above you. It sounds like chains being rapidly unstrung, and the noise is getting louder.
Put on the eyes of Eagle. and look.
Yeah.
Can I
Do
see?
you have dark vision?
I do.
Well, also, the globe is lighting everything up.
How fast does the globe move?
Moves with the person.
Oh, it does?
Yeah,
Within
If the-
60 feet?
it stays
can't go
within 60 feet,
Right.
and if the person leaves that 60-foot range,
It
it
falls.
goes towards the caster.
Okay,
Right.
Oh,
great.
Yeah,
Wonderful. So,
for an hour.
yeah, you guys see ogres come barreling down down the shaft, bungee jumping on chains.
Here they come, and I'm gonna knock an arrow. And
Great. I'd like everybody to flip for initiative.
How many
kind of figured
others?
that was coming.
That he can see 4.
like
I
that.
relay
like that
said
answer.
information.
Ah,
I got to take one card out, y'all.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Right? Hey, I'll take it.
Hey.
All right.
It doesn't do me any good anyway, so that's still true to every cleric out there.
Up top, Ace, King.
Sorry, just one second. King,
Go for it.
are they near and dear to my heart?
how far?
How far away are they?
They'll be here at the on their turn.
Okay. How far away are they?
100 feet. Technically, you fall at a rate of 260 feet per second.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
but they'll be here at the end of their turn.
Yeah, on their turn, they're going to hit the platform.
I'm going to blur last a minute.
Oh God.
I got you. Blur. Last a minute concentration.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I am going to hold my action.
Mhm.
It's a one action for blur.
Yes.
I'm
Correct.
going to hold my action to cast blur once they land, and I'm going to try to position myself fairly close to where it seems like they're going to land.
Yeah, absolutely. You get there and you hold your action. King, Queen,
Queen.
go for it. Maddie.
Same. I'm gonna move just to the left of one so it doesn't drop on me.
Okay.
Hold action until for an attack until it gets.
Okay, sounds good. Miku.
0.
I'm gonna cast Cone of Cold and catch them all. Can I?
What's the range? How far does it go?
Well, it's a 60-foot cone.
So 60 feet. They're at 120. They're at 100.
You can hold it.
You
I
can
hold it. I'm waiting.
Okay.
Probably just like
Can I see them?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Cast Bolt.
Okay.
120 foot range.
Do it.
Range.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bold.
Ooh. It's 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Sweet. It's 2d8. 6. Come
I'm sorry.
on.
Oh no.
It's not good. That is 7 points of lightning damage.
7 points of lightning damage. Nice. Okay, yeah, you spark up one of them. You can see it riding the chain as it comes whirling down towards you. Queen, Jack, 10.
10.
Lord Voss.
Well, they are far away.
but man, once they land,
Apparently.
Just like,
I'm going to. I don't remember if this spell is in here or if it's in the other one. It's in the other one. I think I'm going to cast. Oh, perfect! I can do it right now. I'm going to cast Ice Storm.
Okay.
It has a range of 300 feet.
Yep.
It has a 20-foot radius and it's 40 feet high. It's a cylinder.
Yep.
Am I able to catch all of them? Or
Yeah.
Perfect. Then I'm going to go ahead and do that as a 5th level spell.
Okay.
So each creature needs to make a DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
2 of them save.
Okay.
The other 2
Perfect.
fail. Natural
Um,
18, natural 19. They have -1.
Got it. So they're going to take 3d8 and 4d6. So they're all going to take 16 bludgeoning damage,
Nice.
halved to 8, and then 17 cold damage, halved to 9. So
Total of 13. If it's halved. Give me the total.
yes, 8, 16 plus 17 is 33.
3.
So
to
half to 17, yeah.
Okay. So 17 if they saved.
hmm
That is that and that and 33.
Yes,
Um,
as long as they're not resistant to cold or bludgeoning.
nope. That and that. And I would like everyone to make a DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
Even though it's
But the hail falls down the hole.
well,
Wolf.
debatable. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean,
No.
I will say it is not the cold damage; it is the bludgeoning damage because the
Do I
hailstones.
also? Yes.
Dex save.
Do I also
Dex
need
save.
to make the dex
I
Yes,
save?
you
take
do.
Okay.
I take the bludgeon.
I was about to ask, are we gonna get hit by this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was hoping we wouldn't. I was hoping it would dissipate
DC 17.
after the cylinder was done.
It was the shots
I got
right
a
at
17.
20.
I also got a 17.
I got a
Hey.
14.
So what was the bludgeoning
So it was
damage? 16.
16 halved to 8.
If you failed, you take 16 points of bludgeoning. If you succeeded, you take 8.
I'm going to die by our own hands.
Yep.
The hail manifests up there in the cylinder. It is right over your heads, and it just falls.
And as it
on
falls,
you.
Laura Voss goes, well, didn't expect that.
Wait a minute, that's not rain.
No.
Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5.
I'm gonna use. I would have knocked one of the walloping arrows
Mm-hmm.
and shoot at the nearest one.
Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna see if he can.
Drop that chain.
Be knocked prone off of the chain.
16 to hit.
Does hit. Yeah,
Ah.
Do a
absolutely.
strength save.
Yep, strength save.
I mean, two damage.
2 damage. It is a strength save 11 plus 4 for 15.
He succeeds
Okay.
because I go. It just says walloping ammunition.
Yeah.
and it says DC 10.
Yeah.
He succeeds.
It's a common magic item. There's,
Yeah.
there's nothing.
It was worth a shot.
On the 4, the chain ogres finish descending, and they come within 60 feet. So you can go ahead.
Cone cold.
Yep.
That's DC 17.
Okay. 2 of them succeed.
Or
3 of them succeed.
The 8.
8. Wait, no. Okay. 30 points of cold damage. Half to
Okay.
15.
Have to 15. And one of them is out. As it drops the chain, it comes barreling down. And when it hits the mud, you see spores erupt up from it. I'd like all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
We have masks.
We do have that.
It's frozen solid too.
God fucking fuck.
It's frozen solid?
Yes.
So you don't. So it does not produce the spores.
Yeah, if it gets
Well,
Because it is frozen solid.
if
Does
it
that-
gets
Start to do something.
Yes, I will say you see the evidence that it would have sprouted
I love
and
you.
released spores.
I love you.
So can I just save the 16 for like next time?
Nope.
got you guys. Yeah, if it's knocked out by cone of cold, it becomes a frozen statue.
Okay. The other 3 hit the ground. Who held an action?
Yo.
What would you like to do?
Can I trade my action for a warning?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I'm going to tell everyone to get a gas mask out of the bag because we
Okay.
have 6. We have like 8.
Who has
What
the
is-
bag?
Does
Niku
it-
does.
Does it affect me since I don't breathe?
Yeah,
It does. Okay.
absolutely.
Gas masks for everyone.
They're spore masks. Yeah.
Spore masks
they-
for everyone.
They
They keep you from getting cancer and
'cause-
having them refungate you.
Yeah, because we know that everywhere in the Underdark is infected by evil myconids
Oh,
that
yeah.
Mhm.
well
totally.
that are basically cancer.
Well,
Maddie's had it twice.
All right.
Don't smoke, kids.
So it is an action to retrieve an item from the bag of holding.
Um,
You may take your action You did hold it. Speaking is free.
Yeah, then she'll go get a mask.
Okay. So
Fuck this.
yeah, she pulls out the mask. Action to retrieve it. Bonus action to put it on.
Done.
Okay.
I was also holding an action.
You were holding an action. So it's bonus action for Maddie because that is use an item.
Yeah,
It is an action for everyone else.
I was holding an action. so
Yes. Yeah. You have your
I,
you have your held action. I am just letting
Oh no,
everybody
I'm
know.
just saying.
Yep.
Now, with that being said, since I stated that what my held action was,
I let her change yours.
Okay.
I'm letting you change yours.
in that case, I will.
Grab a mask.
We are now assuming that Miku is right next to both Maddie and
Because I had no movement.
because you guys could not have
Then-
moved.
Never mind.
Which is fine.
No,
No.
it's not.
Okay.
In that case, I'm gonna keep
Then-
my action. I'm gonna blur.
Okay. You cast blur.
I'll just stab him. I'll
Okay.
get it on the next
I
one.
mean, you can trade your action to move and get to her.
It's okay. I'll do it on the next one.
Okay. Go
So
for
it's
it.
an action to take them out. And
It's an action to take them out, and rogues can use an item as a bonus action.
So it's an action to take them out and then an action to put them on.
Yep.
10-4. If
Oh,
you get
great.
poisoned, let me know.
So one is a 14.
Hits.
Oh, sweet. Okay, and the other one definitely.
Yep. They're not hard to hit.
Okay.
They're big and they are not wearing any armor,
60.
and they're slow.
Sounds like my action.
Okay. 10. 22 plus 6, 28 on the first one.
Out.
And
Dead.
then.
You pierce it with.
Oh, I can't get to another one. Okay.
There's two right there. You can stab the other one.
Nice. 11.
Hits barely.
No.
Oh, it was 11 points of
Yeah,
damage.
I had already rolled the 2 attacks.
Great. Yeah, perfect. I'm following now. So with the first stab of the betrayer's bane, you pull the blade out, and you can see in the blood as it hits the air, little spores begin to sprout immediately. You've seen this,
Yeah.
but not like this. This
No.
is
Worse.
aggressive.
Oh, good. Winnie had this too.
Mhm.
Damn it, Stone.
So you would like to hold your breath in an attempt to resist? Sure. Then I'd like everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
we're gonna
Oh,
Everybody,
can I
because
just
I'm
use that
holding my
16?
breath.
No, I mean it's hit the air, like it's filling the
20.
area.
So
Saves.
I do have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned,
Great.
and I also don't need to breathe.
Okay. If you don't need to breathe for right now, you can. If you're holding your breath or you don't need to breathe, you can have advantage. However, when the spores propagate throughout the area, then they will begin to infect your skin. Even if you are, this is a disease. It is a magical disease. It affects you even if you are immune to disease
Okay.
Ah.
because they are a living entity and they are infecting you.
Well, that's
I'm gonna
rude.
use wind up in here. 22.
Save. DC of 17.
23.
18.
20.
10.
10?
Today, Lord.
Okay. I would like you to just check off 1 point of spore corruption, and we will talk about that later.
So this is considered a disease, not a poison.
It is a disease. Yes. And your friends can tell you all about it in a minute. So the two that are remaining and have their actions, the chain brutes, are going to chain smash. I would like, since Lorvas and I apologize, since Maddie and Rothgar are right there, I would. They're going to attack both of you guys.
Disadvantage on me because of blur.
Yes, correct. Disadvantage on you. Natural 13, natural 18. So 13 plus 6 is 19.
Oh, just gets me.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that'll be a 25.
You remain conscious.
Oh, that's good.
That is good. Maddie, on your attack, natural 19 is going to hit. Constitution saving throw. You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah,
Mm.
suck it. It's like
Nice.
it hard.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. You guys hear the chains, uncanny dodge. Okay. You guys hear the chains continuing to rattle. The ones that had survived being able to hit the ground had broken off pieces of it. They have these 10-foot lengths of chain that they are whipping and wielding around like bikers. And you guys look up and see 4 more ogres descending
Jesus
with
Christ.
these massive bolt launchers, and as they come flailing down, they are going to take shots at everybody that did not get hit. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I thought this was going well.
I knew it was
Natural 19 against Lorvas. The rest of these will not hit. That is 17 points of piercing damage, Lorvas.
Okay, I maintain concentration. Piercing damage, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
It just
And
is.
then, the very end,
For 8 hours.
you hear the howl,
Oh god.
and something is coming.
of course.
New round.
Do we want the floor to drop? Do we want to just start falling again? That might be preferable.
Maybe.
I thought you said the floor to drop like it was a move.
You want the floor to drop?
All right, guys.
All right. It's like a
Death drop.
It's like a death drop. But
The most electrifying.
But a blood mage version.
History.
yeah.
people are.
Nice.
No, I'm not.
It might
because
actually be
I-
better to
we-
have the floor
we
just drop
did.
if there's some kind of beast coming.
Here we go. Ace, King. Queen, Jack,
Jack.
Maddie.
Okay. Bonus action to take it out of the bag.
Yes,
Bonus action for me to put it on.
for you. Yes.
Can I take them all out?
It is an action for you to take each one out.
Right.
I will give you a concentration check to try to pull more than one out of the bag. I will give you an intelligence-based skill check.
Good. She's super smart. I'm going to try to grab more of them out.
Okay?
Oh. Okay.
So just flat intelligence.
So that
Yes.
cool. So I'm going to get the 1.
What did you roll? For every 5, it is 1.
I rolled a 5.
Plus your intelligence modifier?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
with the-
rolled a 5.
so you pull the 1.
And I'll put it on.
Okay. There you go.
Actually, no. She's going to put it on Miko.
Okay. Puts it on Miku.
Thank you.
Up next, what were you on? Queen? Jack?
Jack.
10.
10.
10. Rothgar.
Rothgar is going to bonus action rage.
Yep.
And then one of the chain dudes who hit him, he's going to hit him with a reckless. What?
Barbarians can't concentrate on spells while they rage.
Does he have to
No, you need
concentrate
a
on it if
specific
it's
feat for that.
It's
right?
a
But if,
specific
but if it's from
class.
the ring,
He has to concentrate on it.
oh,
Barbarians can't concentrate because the War Shaman, the first ability they gain is the ability to maintain concentration
while raging.
while raging.
I thought the ring
Well,
cast the spell for them. I didn't know they
It
cast
does. It,
But they
it does
still have
cast
to.
it
but
for
they still
them.
have to
but no-
concentrate on
But
it.
yeah,
I mean, I still
You
get 2
can-
attacks
you
anyways.
do.
And you,
You
can
do.
still reckless attack without raging.
That is true.
that is true. So
Um,
I will let you reconsider the rage because you did.
Then I'm not going to.
That's
rage.
fine. You did not say
Yeah, I
that.
did not-
That you
yeah.
did not know that.
yeah, yeah.
And I feel like if I don't let you redo it, I purposely misled you, and I did
No,
not.
that's quite all right.
Because
So-
I was the one being like, if you got a high con, you should.
I mean, like
Concentrate on
technically,
spells.
yes, but just barbarians are more difficult to
Yeah.
They are. So,
do that with.
2 chain daddies. I'm gonna. Which is the chain daddies looks the most
you easily
vulnerable.
the one right next to you.
All right, so I'm gonna do 1 attack. That'll be a 15 plus.
Are you reckless attacking?
No, I'm just doing.
Great.
I'm doing my 2 attacks
Got
as
it.
regular
Got
attacks.
it.
So that's 25 to hit.
Hits easily.
Okay. So that's 2d6 plus 6. So it'll be 7 plus 6. So that's
Plus 6.
7 plus 6. It's plus 4 for the sword, then plus 2 from him giving it plus 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, perfect.
So that's 7 plus 6.
Dead.
That'll be
Done.
Gone.
Yeah, con
And-
save, everybody.
Holding my breath.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 20 again.
Saves. DC
Nope.
17. 1 point of spore corruption.
That is, it's a
It's a 17?
26.
Mhm.
Shit, no.
26.
1 point of spore corruption. Samandriel. Con save, please.
Ooh, 7.
2 points of spore corruption. It is currently airborne, so the masks are, it is just to the
Breathing.
lungs.
Yeah.
So the masks are working. Miku is okay.
I have a second.
You have a second attack. Take it. Do it.
Second attack will be 6 plus 10, so that'll be 16.
Hits.
Yeah. It's a plus 8 for
believe
diplomacy
you.
and then 2
Yeah.
from his.
Yeah.
I'll be another 2d6 plus 6, so that'll be 16
Out.
by Jane Daddy.
Constitution saves, please.
That'll be
Oh my god.
17.
Barely saves.
Okay, yeah.
That's a,
Mm-hmm.
that's,
You're about to get cancer. Sorry about this.
25.
2 points. 2 additional points.
25.
Got it.
So how bad is this cancer?
Very. It
Yeah.
can just kill you.
Okay.
So
Someone
much.
get Samandra the goddamn mask.
I'm working on it.
What card were you on?
I was a 10.
9.
9. Okay, so it doesn't actually say
Mhm.
in the spell,
Mm-hmm.
but in the spell Prismatic Wall,
Yeah.
can missiles pass through it? As in, can somebody fire through it? Because that does not destroy the first layer of the first layer has to be destroyed with cold magic,
Right.
and the first layer deals damage.
Is
So
any
would
of it force?
Yes, part of the wall, I think.
Then
is
I will
force.
say no.
Okay.
Missiles cannot pass through it.
Okay, then for now,
Either way, I'm going to go with no because I don't think that that's a good way for a 9th level spell to be easily bypassed. By
I
just
don't
like an
think so
arrow.
either.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of putting it above us?
Yes.
Because I was also thinking of doing that with Wall of Stone.
Well, this isn't concentration, so
Okay.
it can't be dropped
Okay.
for 10 minutes. And if they try and come down, they
Okay,
get hurt
so I'll
bad.
just get
Which they're
masks
already
up.
doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll go ahead and cast Prismatic Wall. Are there things coming down on the chains, or are
Yes.
there? Okay, then I will cast it directly below them. It
Got it.
has a 6. So I guess it has a 60-foot range. 60 feet in the air.
Sure.
I will cast a Prismatic Wall.
Sure.
All of us can pass through it. I'm designating that so that in the
Great.
future, if it comes up, we can.
Great.
And then I will go next to Miku
Mhm.
so that I can prepare to grab masks later.
Got it. Got it. You were on a 10?
9.
9. 8.
8.
Miku.
I would like to grab as many masks as a concentration roll. will.
Make an intelligence check.
This is just a check. not
Flat intelligence with your modifier. D20 plus mod.
17.
You pull 3.
3. Can I give them to people?
But
You have a
three.
bonus action. You can give them out as a bonus action.
Okay.
You can
Is
toss 'em.
Samandro close to me at all?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Samandro, how many can I? Just one?
1.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Samandro because he's
Yeah.
tiny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Samandriel has a mask.
But I have 2 more out.
I have it, but I don't have it on, right? I have
Right.
it.
You have it in your hand.
It's an action to put it.
So are there any of the ogres on the ground?
None that are alive. No.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Then,
They're all dead.
I'm going to cast blink.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I am going to take out Optimus and cast Searing Smite at level. Nope, can't do that. Sorry. And so as a bonus action, I'm going to send Edison out to kind of be there when
Got it.
they come down.
Got
If
it.
they get down.
Okay. Any of you guys left? 4. Samandriel.
Um,
I'm on a 2, so
Put that fucking mask on.
Actually,
well done.
Spends the whole time just holding it like,
Right.
oh my God.
Would I have known whether or not like protection from poison or something like that, or this is way past that?
You do not know
Any of this?
because yeah, it hasn't come up.
Well, we have the target at hand above
Yeah.
us. I'm gonna put the mask on,
Mm-hmm.
and would I know whether or not I can cast through the wall?
I don't know. It's a high level spell. It's very rare. I don't think you would know.
Um,
That's also a good idea.
Hold your bonus action.
yes and yes. I'm using I'll do it on a level 1 for now. Healing word on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just go, let's go to level 2.
Okay. You healing word.
Mhm.
On the 2. Let's talk prismatic wall.
Yep.
Ogre Bolter hits it.
Yep. He takes 10d6 fire damage on a Constitution saving throw.
Con
So,
saving throw.
DC 7. Wait, yeah, DC 17.
Fails.
Perfect. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you. 9, 10.
Keep them around.
Yep.
It's a lot of 6s.
This is
If you must.
10, 20, 30, 41, 43 points of fire damage.
43 points of fire damage. Nice. That guy is still up. So he hits
Okay.
the next layer.
Yep, Constitution saving throw, and this will be 10d6
Fails.
acid damage. Oh, let's see. Less, 10, 20.
Is the first layer still there?
Yes,
It is.
they have to deal 25 cold damage to it to
Nice.
destroy it.
First guy's
10,
gone.
20, yep, perfect.
Back to fire. He succeeds. What did you roll the first time? It was
46.
44.
44.
44. He succeeds. So that's 22 points of damage.
Yep.
It is 10d6.
Yes.
The average on 10d6 is 40. Let's just go with 44 because it
Perfect.
is better.
Yep.
I don't think any of them are going to get through this,
Okay.
but let's
Yeah.
have some fun, shall we?
why not?
So the first guy saves for 22. He fails again for 44. He's out.
Okay.
There you go. Fire, natural 20 for 22. Natural 1, doesn't matter.
Splat.
15, fail. 2 fails. He's out.
Okay.
Then
The howl.
the howl.
It's
Yeah,
Fenrir.
whatever this monster
And
is.
Fenrir shows up.
You
with his-
hear two more very large bodies go swinging into it. 1 success, 1 fail. That's not going to matter. 1 success, 1 fail. Doesn't matter. None of them make it past the second layer.
Okay.
Is it Fenrir?
No, you don't know. What? That is it for me. 2, new round.
Oh, thank God.
So also, I forgot to roll for Blink.
Okay.
End of it.
Yeah, please.
I am in the ethereal. plane.
You are in the ethereal plane. Good to know.
Also, there is
Fire.
a specific thing about non-magical ranged attacks not passing through it if the first layer is there, and magical attacks not being able to pass through while the second layer is there.
Okay.
Once those are
Ah.
destroyed, things can pass through them.
How are
Okay.
you able to cast this? Isn't that?
It's a magic item.
Did
that-
you?
No, I did not. This will be natural 20. So
Nice.
I have indeed cast
Are you
it.
using? Oh.
It's the rave
Your disco stick?
staff.
disco stick.
Yes.
Yeah.
The beat has dropped.
Yes. The beat dropped for the wall of force, but it just really
Attached
dropped.
to my mask is a whistle. I'm constantly just.
Another one has an
Perfect.
air horn in it.
What? I will say your immediate danger is now the spores.
Yes.
What would you guys like to do?
So on an
Set it on
ace,
fire.
I'm getting a mask.
Okay. Hey,
Right.
let's do this in order. Ace,
I'm walking over to Miku.
You take the
Bonus
mask from
action,
her hand.
take the
yeah,
mask. Action, place
Put
the
it on.
mask. That's my turn.
got it.
How
King.
many?
I've got one more out.
Okay, then I'm gonna take it and put it on Lorabas.
Okay.
Put it on you. Put
I'm
on
putting
you.
it on Lorabas.
I can hop in your blood.
I'm putting it on Lorabas.
Okay.
It can get you in there too.
Lorabas, that's where the spores are.
Okay.
They're in the blood.
Ace, king, queen.
Queen. I'm gonna attempt that. As an action, I'm gonna try to cast protection from poison on myself
Okay.
to see if it does anything.
Sure. Reed, tell me about protection from poison.
I'm gonna touch myself. If it is poisoned, you neutralize the poison.
Mm-hmm.
If more than one poison affects the target, you neutralize one poison that's present,
Mm-hmm.
or you neutralize one, or that you know that is present, or you neutralize one at random. During the duration, the target has advantage on saving throws against being poisoned, and it has resistance against poison damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I have said set things on fire?
Yeah.
Because I remember fire working before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And none of the spores have fallen.
Well,
through the-
well. Here's the thing. You have 3 corpses.
Mhm.
No. Make. If you want to know more, you make an investigation check on
Yeah.
your turn.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So bonus action. What would you like to do?
There's no immediate danger.
You don't hear the chains rattling anymore. A little bit, but not the way they were when it was like bungee time.
Then no, I'm gonna let it.
Okay.
Go.
Queen, Jack.
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 I want to try to pull
The
more
same
masks
as the
out.
last 3.
You said it was intelligence?
There's only one left.
Oh, 3, so I just get 1.
1. Okay.
So can I give it to someone?
Bonus action. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to give it to Maddie.
Oh
Okay.
no, she doesn't have one yet.
No,
Mm-mm.
I'm over by Lorabas. Set it on fire.
You hear her say. Jack, you come back to the material plane.
Fucking Blake.
I love that spell so much.
It's so much fun. I'm so happy. And so while I was in the ethereal plane, did I hear her yell?
Make a
"Set it on
perception
fire"?
Oh,
It's a natural 1.
No.
That's such horseshit. It lands on top of his dice and then settles in and around everything and goes.
Yep.
Didn't try.
But let's see. I'm pretty good on constitution checks for the most part. I've been getting lucky, but I will move closer to Miku.
Mm-hmm.
And do I know anything about the spores at all?
Have you been in the Underdark in the past 20 years?
No, I've been locked up in a cage for 50,
So no.
for the last 50. So
No.
But he does see all of us with masks.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
he's
Yes, you do.
intelligent.
he's been told
Yes.
to
Yes.
put them on.
so
Yes.
I will
Maddie not have.
yeah, so I will take a mask and chuck it to Maddie.
She already has
She
one.
has one.
She already has one. Then I'll take a mask and I'll put it on.
Great.
And yeah, that's my whole turn.
Great.
And then wait, hold on. Here it comes.
Let's see it.
That's 2.
Nah, you stick around.
So I'm just,
Get rid of that dice.
I know, right?
She already jacked.
You did? Great. 10, 9, 8, 7, 8.
Okay, so, yeah.
You did.
That was the best way to say it.
Yeah.
Yep, it was.
Yeah, sure. Jack.
We need some dick jokes.
Free Jack.
Yep. So how wide is this area?
20-foot radius.
All right, and all of it has been infected by spore.
You know that weird thing you sometimes see when it looks like snow, but it's actually ash?
Gross.
It's that, but it's now
I was gonna
living
say.
spores.
Stranger Things.
All
and
right.
you know that thing in Avatar where like the little beady guys come and like live on you and they want to hang out? That's the spores.
Aw.
The spores are now landing on your skins.
Gross. All right. Are any of you close to death? Do any of them look like they're close to death at a very quick glance?
No, I don't
All
think
right.
any of them look.
I'm
bloody.
fireballing
Spores on me.
I'm fireballing in the middle of this to catch all of it on fire,
Okay.
including us and our skin where the spores are.
Did you say dex save, which I have advantage on?
Yes.
Everyone make
DC
a
17
dexterity save.
dexterity save.
Oh,
I was taking.
thank God.
Ooh, so close.
I'm going to take all of that.
You said DC 17?
Pretty
Nice.
pleased. Every piece of that.
21,
24.
Do you succeed?
and then I
Oh.
also
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you
also
can have
pull my
anyway.
cloak.
A 16.
Oh, 4, 6.
Give it to me. Make it pretty.
I unfortunately did.
Oh, God.
I'm still above 3 digits. Let's take
Jesus
let's
Christ.
get rid of that.
10, 20, 31, 34 points of fire damage.
34. Oh, I thought you were going to hurt me. My bad.
I mean,
Mhm.
halved to 17 if you succeeded. And then
I'm at 84.
I succeed my concentration check,
I'm at
so the
half
wall
of
of
you.
force stays.
Great.
Ooh, I should make that full blur
Please.
because I took a buttload of damage.
DC 17 for your con save too.
Yeah, so that's 5 plus 9, so it's 14.
No more blurring.
Yeah.
I'm
I would like you to roll a d20. Add your, what is your spellcasting modifier? Intelligence?
yes, 5.
DC 19.
Okay,
Ooh.
16.
Okay.
As a reaction
Mhm.
to myself taking damage,
By
from
myself.
from actually no, never mind.
That's a goddamn
doesn't-
mood. I'd like to react
It
to
doesn't.
myself.
Yes. Never mind. Nothing happens.
Lorvos,
Yes.
give me a free perception check.
Oh no. Ooh, a 22.
Awesome. You notice a couple of things. One,
Mm-hmm.
the spores that were in the air and on your all of the bodies of the people are cindering. Most of those have been destroyed. However, the small wounds that were leaking out the spores at a slow rate, most of that flesh has been
Mhm.
burned away.
Mm-hmm.
And as the internal organs now become exposed, the spores are beginning to pour out. Also, the formerly frozen one is thawed now.
So when I asked you if setting it on fire was a good thing, and you said
It is.
you lied to me.
I did not.
Okay.
It is a good thing. You just need more
How?
fire.
How
More
is it
fire.
good?
You need
Walk
more
me through
fire.
this process.
I have a mechanics question.
Yes,
If it's already dead and I use Cone of Cold, does it refreeze them?
sure. I'll allow it.
Okay, but is it too late? Has everything already been?
61.
Oh, it's not frozen right now.
No, but I mean, like, has
It's
the
coming
spores-
out.
So it doesn't matter if I freeze them.
I mean, you can refreeze them.
I don't want to waste a fifth level spell if it's not going to do anything. So, okay.
Not like they're going to save
Who's
us.
next?
I was on an 8.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So here's the thing. Your corpses are mostly charred. When they are completely charred, they will stop spitting up spores.
So just do another fireball.
Another fireball.
Okay.
Okay,
You
up
don't
top,
have
new
to
round.
ask- you don't have to tell me.
Lord, don't do that shit.
Lorvos doesn't need to be
I'll,
told twice.
I'll fireball all goddamn day.
I got wall of fire.
Up
uh,
top,
Wait,
Ace.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
King.
King.
King. Maddie. Okay.
I got buckle. So
Okay. Queen. Jack.
Jack.
Fireball on those corpses.
Again, got a fireball.
No,
Here we
I'm
go.
not saying it.
No,
When
not
I say
us,
it,
just
that's
the
what
corpses.
fucking
I was
changes.
about
Do
to
it
say.
again.
It didn't change. Oh, don't be that way.
I would be that
Cast
way.
wall of fire so no one gets hurt.
Yeah, but they're in the air and
Yeah.
on our skin.
Yeah.
I can protect
Um,
myself from fire.
Are we getting hit again?
Here we go.
Oh, and I
Yeah.
can do absorb elements as action. Forgot.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do I think that a base level fireball will do it, or do I think I need to like really just immolate the corpses?
I will give you advantage if you really immolate the corpses.
Incinerate.
Just fucking do it anyway.
Yeah.
Three.
do it.
Here's the thing. 3 of them base fireball. The guy that was frozen will take
know what?
some. Will take some oomphin.
Are people feeling?
Oh, I'm great.
Yeah.
Sixth level
80.
fireball.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm only at 51, but we'll see how it goes.
I made it. 18 dex save.
Ooh, yeah, not good.
Oh, no.
21.
3.
This is
Oh,
A hard
Sam,
9.
you're gonna die.
I'm gonna die.
How close is he to me?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Close.
Remember, you also
Can I
have the
use a
parry.
reaction to put my drow cloak around him?
But it'll stay.
I'll give you.
Yeah,
I'll give him
so
advantage
you
on the
won't
saving throw.
die.
Sure.
For what?
I'm once again protecting you from fire and putting my drow cloak around you.
Natural one.
Oh my God,
I'll
I
take the
was at a
3.
19 and I went to a
I'll take the 3 for an
I
8.
tried.
Oh, God.
Oh, I rolled really
Oh my
terrible,
God.
guys.
There we go.
So
It's all
it's
right.
fine.
It's okay. We'll be all right.
Oh.
Maybe.
I'm assuming I do not get the benefits
You
since he
do.
got the advantage.
Yeah. No.
And that was my reaction, so I can't cast Absorb Elements.
Right.
Got it. I succeeded though.
25,
That's good.
I tried.
29 points of fire
Oh,
damage.
So
I'm still
15.
Mhm.
50.
I'll take all 29.
Corpses finish burning.
I save.
The moment the fireball dissipates, Rothgar just thinks this would be funny. Boom, falls down.
Make a performance check.
Who do I want to trust for that? I'm going to trust you.
Thank you for your patronage.
Performance. Can I try persuasion? No, 7.
7.
Yeah.
Um.
I just imagine in that case, you just see like the fire dissipates, Rothgar falls down.
Maddie's gonna run over and start checking on you. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like
You turn him over.
like clearing out airways and shit.
Mouth to mouth. Give him mouth to
Are
mouth.
you all right?
Yes. Better now.
Is everyone all right?
I'm still
Pretty
around.
burnt.
Do you not have a mask?
Oh no, I do.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I was
Is it on
being,
concentration?
he was just
No.
like, this would be funny.
We can just last a minute.
Rothgar's like, we need to laugh at this
Oh.
moment.
Actually, can I do a check
and no
on
one else got it.
Smandriel and see what it's what
is
in God's
Dr.
name
Twice.
this
No, this is
spore thing is doing?
Rothgar doesn't know this story. So
Yeah. Make a medicine check.
Is it like on my skin?
Ooh, here we go.
Not
Or
anymore.
not anymore?
Well,
What
it's just inside of you.
skin?
Yeah, it's all, your skin is all
Yeah, it's
burned
only a
off. You
12.
don't have skin.
That is true.
You don't know. Yeah. You're not sure.
Can I just try to cast Lesser Restoration on him anyway? See what happens.
Sure.
I'll cast
Absolutely.
Lesser Restoration.
Also, I do apologize for injuring all of us.
Make
Yes, for the greater
a spellcasting check as though you were attempting to
It's okay.
dispel.
At this
magic.
point, I still have more HP than
So just add my
Samandriel does
spellcasting
as
modifier?
Correct.
Okay, plus my proficiency?
Nope.
Just
After
Just the
taking,
modifier.
After tanking 2 fireballs.
Crispy.
One was
Ooh,
terrible.
no.
To be fair, one was
that is
terrible.
a 13.
Okay. You reach out
But that's
to
what I see.
guys.
Sorry.
You reach out to Samandriel and you place your hand on him. The energy sort of courses up and through you, and you can feel the corruption in it every time you sort of apply the healing, the panacea of the lesser restoration. It moves, it shifts. It's as though it is more than just a errant disease. It is intelligent, and it does not want to be free.
This is.
Ooh.
I take my hands off of him and I simply say, This is simply an abomination.
What is?
Mhm.
We have to get out of here. Can you use that?
I think so.
I disappear him.
This is wrong.
He pops in and out for the next 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I should be able to.
We have a route of teleportation circle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because if we go up, then we fight our way through those things. When they explode, we get more of it.
I thought those things were already gotten through the wall.
There was more things.
The wall has not, to be clear, the wall has not allowed any corpses or spores through it.
Correct.
Yeah.
But however,
No, I wasn't sure if there was anything more up there that was still coming down.
From what you have listened, you have not heard anything more.
Mm-hmm.
also we have about 9 minutes left
Of that wall.
of that wall.
Is prismatic wall
It is not
concentration.
concentration, but it is only 10 minutes.
Great.
As is, I think, Wall of Force. So
Do I
we're
see-
gonna start falling soon
Do I
too.
see spores?
Nothing
floating
is
above.
no.
Everything's been incinerated.
because you cannot see through the prismatic wall.
Correct.
10 for
The
it.
prismatic wall is saving you all from being inundated with more spores. She is saying that casting teleportation circle
It
is the
gets us out.
fastest, best way out of
Mhm.
here. If I'm,
I'm assuming it is. It's
Isn't I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
Well, I'm just mechanically. Isn't the first wall of
Fire.
fire? Wouldn't that burn the spores that are up there?
the ones that touch it.
Mhm.
And aren't the spores falling?
You've seen them hang in the air.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yes, it is.
Yeah,
In 10 minutes, it may burn all of them.
it may not.
It may not.
And we
Okay,
can't
thank
cast
you.
through
Well,
the wall, right?
No, not while the
First
second layer is there. Also, we all of us who have not put on masks, put on masks.
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
on mask. With the masks, is it guaranteed that we won't get infected? What? Well, any more infected than
What
We
you have
already are.
seen is that
Already
it saves you from inhaling them.
Mm.
However, when they are cloud thick,
Mm.
which is what you started to realize, they were beginning to enter your bloodstream through your skin.
yeah. Okay.
I could do something, I think, if the wall is gone, but I can't cast through it. Because I can cast either Wall of Fire or Control Winds and blow them all away. But I can't cast if the wall's there. Because Control Winds is 100 feet and it affects it.
I'll take intelligence checks if you want.
Okay.
I'll do one of those.
12.
Oh, not 20 for 22.
11.
Not 20 for 24.
11.
18.
Samandriel, you see other possibilities, but the one that is most assured is the teleportation circle. So, who would like to begin casting that spell?
Can't cast it.
Not me.
Oh,
I probably can.
Or, yeah?
can I
I
cast
have
can do
no
spell
idea.
She
casting,
can't.
but I
He
don't know.
can't. I think.
I
I
Can
don't.
you cast up to 5th level?
Nope.
I will say I will allow you to assist him.
Okay.
Because you do arcane intelligence-based magic, as does he,
Mm.
and you pull spells from the wizard spell list.
mostly.
Mostly, I will allow this.
Okay.
You're a magic initiate now, so
I am to warlocks.
well,
So there's arcane,
it is arcane.
not divine.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is no divine spell, and hers
It's
is
what, a 5th level
transport
spell?
via plants. Yeah, it is 5th level.
Okay. Well, yeah, it is
I
not
can't do that 'cause I
technically
have
on my
6th level
list,
anymore.
but most of them are from the wizard.
So,
List.
make me take Arcana if you're trained in it.
I am.
Okay, do that.
Nice.
Mm,
25.
Great. You have advantage on this
Perfect.
spellcasting check.
Natural 20 for a 25.
Yay.
You see Lorvos and Tesla, because you are there to help Tesla, you guys can lay out the arcane dust, the herbs, the spices that you need. You can help him draw the actual circle in the muck and the mud and keep it from regelling and coalescing. You guys are helping them with sort of blades and sticks, trying to, in this area, keep it in its shape. And just before the 10 minutes is up, you are able to manifest the teleportation circle, returning you to Arardico and the Imperial therein. You all will have to do some research, and I think it is clear that the dangers of the Underdark continue to expand. So, good game, everybody.
Yay.
We got 4 blood points.
Is
then?
he okay?
You did.
Points.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
No,
It's
he's still infected.
It's worth the
Will
infection. It's
Greater
fine.
Restoration do anything?
You can try.
I will
I
try.
don't remember what
Okay.
they did to me.
I don't.
It was the dwarves.
Yeah,
Because Oreshki put me in her back.
she did.
In her back.
To
You know how she has the eagle?
Yeah.
Yeah. She can swap that with someone, and she forcefully put me in her as her tattoo.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's cool.
That
Mhm.
one was.
Can someone
It was
learn
that,
how to
it was
do
that one
this?
time I was in Oreshki.
Yeah, it is.
If I become a tattoo, I'm gonna be like,
It is. That is part of her twin soul, which is her ranger archetype.
Does
Mhm. Okay.
Greater Restoration do anything?
Make a wisdom check. Roll a spellcasting check.
I add.
Just wisdom.
That's a 13.
Seems to have no effect. You, similar to Tesla, can feel the corruption within him. You can also sense it within the rest of your friends.
Not really.
Yeah.
I never took one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never failed a
Great.
Same.
I think I was the only one.
No, you
I
aren't.
did.
I
No?
did.
No,
No,
you,
they did.
You guys did
Laura
too,
Moss
okay.
and Maddie did.
Yeah. You
I only have
failed the
one.
most.
Yeah, I
Oh,
only have,
100%.
I only have one level of it. But
have
still.
4.
Yeah.
But you can tell it is malevolent, it is sentient, and it is not cooperating.
I don't like
So we will see that. We will deal with that next time.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll be back on Wednesday. More Disasters in Danger. We're going to do some fun stuff. On Friday, we got more Shadowrun. All the D6s.
Ooh,
The
too many,
sixth
too many
world.
D6s.
So many. And then we got Gloomhaven on Saturday. If you guys want to see some bonus content, bonus shows, let us know. Reach out to us. We will see you guys next time. But until then, be cool.